Drivers, start your reading. Motor Sim Racing Magazine is the first and only magazine dedicated to sim racing. Every month we'll be covering the hot topics around the world of sim racing. So if you're looking to be in the know, go to www.motorsimsracing.com. You will find articles from your favorite drivers, leagues, and other prominent people in the sim racing community. Want an update of your favorite league? We got it. Want to learn the basics on finding a perfect league for you? We got it. Want to know more about how leagues are run? We got it. So remember, when you want to know what's going on in the sim racing world, go to www.motorsimracing.com.
Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight here, Extreme Motorsports 99.com action. We're here live, OSR Network. I'm Joe White up in here in the booth, accompanied by my man Ryan W. Daniels. Ryan, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic, Joe. I can't wait for this race to get underway. Final one of the regular season, and we have got a very tight points battle on our hands for these guys that need to make or that want to make the chase tonight.
Absolutely. You're 100% right. Tonight is the final race before the chase. We're immense qualifying right here for the next like 20 minutes or so. We're going to be talking up that chase. Also got some special announcements here that we're going to make here tonight. So all the viewers definitely hit the like button. Go to extrememotorsports99.com. Read up on some history because we got some interesting things that you might be interested in later on. And Man, we've got 20-some drivers here tonight, Ryan, that are going to be vying to try to, one, win, and also, two, we got 12 drivers tonight trying to get into that chase that we're going to kick off starting next week.
Yeah, it's going to be a really, really interesting race tonight. With so much more on the line than just the win, and almost more importantly than the win is these guys that are going to be trying to make the chase. I'm going to say that this race is going to be almost equivalent to when you're watching the Gatorade duels for the Daytona 500 and watching not so much who's going to win, but those mid-range guys that are going to be battling to try to work their way to make the best race of the year. These guys are in that same position trying to make the playoffs for the championship this year.
Absolutely. You're right there. I'm going to tell you right now, qualifying, and most notably, you got to look at that man up there who is going to try to defend his title. Pretty much locked into the chase. And that's another thing we got to look. You might as well say our top, 7, 8 or so, probably from 11th down to about 14th, 15th is really going to be buying to try to get into it tonight. Kind of our top 8 to 9 or so, pretty much locked in via how many cars are here tonight and what we've got and whatnot. But Jake Nichols right there, I tell you what, putting it on point, 37.309. But we got to look here, the times between everybody. Again, it's not that far off. So these cars, it still can be anybody's ball game here tonight.
Yeah, with based on the numbers that I'm looking at in terms of the cars that have entered into this event tonight, Joe, with only, I think it's 24 cars that are entered. Everybody from Nick Hunt all the way up in the points should be safe. They are basically locked in, and that would be Jake Nichols, Delonte Ballard, David Shutt, Trevor Apollo, Nate Trito, Tyler Sifford, Bobby Chaney, and John Shipman are all essentially locked in.
Well, that is awesome, I tell you. And, that's what it's like here at Extreme Motorsports. I mean, we've had some tough battles. The Truck Series, very close heading into that last race for the chase. The Xfinity Series, again, very, very close heading into the chase with a battle there. And tonight, the Cup Series, very close heading into the chase here. And we got Jason Van Cleek down there. And we got Rick Donathan up here in the broadcast booth to join us. What's going on, Rick? How you doing?
Hey, folks. Hey, guys. I tell you what, exciting night tonight with the racing here at Michigan International Speedway. First of all, I want to say thanks to those viewers out there tuning in and watching each week to watch the action just go door to door here. But I tell you, like you said, 24 drivers out on the track tonight. I've got Jason Van Cleek in the staging room, and Jason here, I'm going to go ahead and pull him up here into the broadcasting room. Jason Van Cleek has been doing our points for the chase, and I get so much going. I got so many things I'm doing that we've actually started getting a lot more guys to get involved and help out with things. And Jason Van Cleek, he is obviously a points man. He's a number guy. And I want him to explain to the viewers out there about where we're at with the 11th place in points, how close the battle is. And just to give you an example, myself and Nick Hunt was battling last night to be in the chase, and I was in 12th place. We actually had a guy all the way back in 15th place to actually bump me and Nick out of the chase, and he made it into the chase. Tonight, we're up against some big numbers just like that, but I tell you, I'm going to let Jason Van Cleek explain it to the viewers out there. And hey, folks, just keep in mind, later these guys have got some big announcements tonight, so make sure to tune in, sign in to YouTube, and we got some cool stuff coming at you. Sorry, Jason, go ahead, buddy.
That's all good. Thanks, Rick. So, yeah, it's a tight points battle as we go into this last race for the chase. Tommy Amassi, who's sitting as the last driver in, with 237 points, is being closely followed by Mike Rominger, who's only 6 points behind him, and Justin Gable is only 5 points behind that. So just the two top guys trying to get in on points are 11 points. It's an 11-point difference. But if you look all the way from Tommy Amassi, the first guy, or as you were the last guy into the chase, all the way down to 17th in points, it's only a 25-point difference, which sounds like a lot. But if you watch the Xfinity race here last night, it was a battle of racing the whole time, 2, 3 wide, super exciting. And when you get cars racing 2 and 3 wide on a track that's wide open like this, all it takes is one person to slip up. Next thing you know, guys are in the wall, and somebody's losing points big time. And just like Rick said, last night we had Mike Franklin climb 5 spots in the race because of those incidents that happened last night's race. Boom, next thing you know, he's the last guy into the chase, bumping 2 guys out. So it is a close points race. Like I said, 25-point spread, but those 25 points could be made up tonight here at Michigan. A very, very racy track, especially with this new tire model.
Jason, you talk about 25-point spread. Me and Ryan up here was talking that up big time up here about the points, and he was telling me all the statistics also there. 24 drivers here, so that means already one of those definitely can't make it, as we're sitting just by the numbers if you look at it.
Absolutely. Like I said, it should be an exciting race. There's a lot of guys that have an opportunity to get into this chase. And last night's race should prove it, that those 2 guys got bumped out, but it was racy last night, 2 and 3 wide. I personally didn't race last night. I watched the broadcast, and I was just shocked at how much racing there was. And this track is it's a little loose going in and coming out of the turn, so it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight and how these points can shake up.
Well, absolutely. I tell you, I've run this track. I know Ryan's run it before, and we've talked about it many times. And you get to 206, 207 mile an hour heading off down into the turns. You got to bring it all the way back down to like 180, 185. And to do that, boy, you just got the nerves of steel. And it's going to be interesting here. But we know last race before the chase, it's going to be exciting. And I'm looking forward to it. I know Ryan is also. All the viewers out there are. It's going to be exciting here, and here shortly we're going to find out who is the top 12 to get here and buy for a championship.
Absolutely. Hey, guys, I appreciate you letting me come up here, but I got to get down to the driver's meeting as I got to get ready to race myself. All
righty. Well, appreciate it there, Van Cleek, as always, and all the drivers out there.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
All right. Well, Ryan, I tell you what, man, that right there kind of gives us an idea just how close everything is and just how close everything looks. And, man, it's going to be an exciting night. I feel the excitement already.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be very exciting tonight. And I think one important thing, too, that we need to remember is, in terms of points, yes, it is very close. But we saw a few weeks ago in the fun run that we had here at Michigan International Speedway, Mike Rominger dominated that race. If Mike has that type of performance tonight, he won't need to worry about points. Mike Rominger could be out of this race on the final lap with Tommy Massey being in the position to be in front of him still in points. If Mike wins the race, he's in, Tommy's out.
Well, I'm going to tell you right here, we'll throw the drama right out there. Tommy Massey right there sitting in the 21st starting spot here tonight at Michigan International Speedway. And Mike, we call him Mr. Extreme Rominger, sitting in 7th. So he definitely has brought a bullet underneath that machine, along with his other teammates there, Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman. And I believe he's got Richie Evans there with him too, sitting in the 16th. That's teammates. So that whole team there's ready to fire off here and try to take on that Jake Nichols Racing. And we always know they're dominant. But, hey, we can't forget about that other ones. They, what's that, SRA guys?
Yep, we have, I do believe, all of the SRA drivers here tonight as well. We have Tyler Ducharme, the highest qualifying one in his number 25 machine. We also have Delonte Bauer, Justin Gable. They both qualified in the top 10. Bobby Chaney, and the final SRA Motorsports driver, David Schutt. Mm-hmm. I don't actually see him on the entry list.
Let's see here.
He might be the only one that is not here.
Oh, well, yeah, David Schutt. He's there. He's 11th right now.
He is?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
I was fixing to say, well, I was about to throw out one of the isms out there and fixing to say, well, I guess David had his own nightmare and couldn't make it, but he made it.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not really sure, but I did just notice we had mentioned just a few moments ago that only 24 cars were on the entry list. Yeah. I've actually noticed 2 late entries, Bruce Ackerman and Jeffrey Creek. So that puts us up to 25, and Jeffrey Creek is a former winner and past champion here at Extreme Motorsports 99.
You know what, Ryan? Man, And also, that is the other teammate to Jonathan Shipman, Mike Rominger, and Richie Evans.
Yes, it is, and Jeffrey's going to have to start dead smack last as being a standby driver, but this is Jeffrey Creek, and if history has shown through past races here at Extreme Motorsports 99, Jeffrey can get it done in these Cup machines. He may very well play a big factor in who makes it into the chase this evening.
Man, absolutely. I tell you what, it's going to be awesome. So, hey, want to appreciate all the viewers out there. Stay tuned. Go check out ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Read up on some history because, viewers, we got some special things coming here. And once we get this thing started here, and as always, want to appreciate all the viewers out there. So, like I say, we've got Jake Nichols Racing in full effect here tonight. We got SRA in full effect here tonight. Alliance Racing, which is, Jonathan and company, in full effect here, along with all the other drivers here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Ryan, it's looking to be an exceptional night here at Michigan. And not only Michigan, but we go from a very fast track here that kind of makes itself out like being a super speedway to actually a speedway next week.
Yep, we go from here tonight at Michigan International Speedway to the most treacherous and probably most dangerous track on the circuit in terms of points being concerned. Next week for the first race of the chase, all three divisions, Truck, Xfinity, and Cup, will be at Talladega Super Speedway.
You got that right. And I tell you, Ryan, hey, what's going on, Becky? We've just been up here talking about these points and what's going to happen, and right now it's just anybody's ball game. And I don't know why I'm yawning, but I slept all darn day, so I should have enough. I'm just getting old. That's what it is. Hey, we got
You're yawning
JD
because you slept all day.
Yep, that's it. I slept all day. Yep. Well, we got JDR Racing. I'm not 100% sure. Is that a driver here in Extreme, or is that just somebody that I probably should know? And they can beat me up later if I don't. Hey, there's old Chris Harvey. See him and Spike. Saw her out there in Pioneer. We know who that is. That's old Ethan. Titan. And I know I missed another one out there. C21 Florida. That's actually Brent. Just trying to look through. Cool. Yep. Cool. You got Brent. Cool. Yeah, cool name, man.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Hey,
Just so you know, JDR Racing, if you look at when he said pretty good. Yeah, he just gave it away. Never mind. I was going to give you a hint, but he gave it away.
Okay, well, yeah, hey. I need all the help I can get, man, sometimes. Come on now.
You should feel ashamed. You don't know who Johnny Dressler is. Tisk,
Well,
tisk, tisk.
Yeah, I know. I'm bad. I'm sorry.
Hey,
but
all I know is tonight's going to be very exciting.
it is. Michigan brings some excellent racing. Now, I know everybody talked about the Xfinity race and how everything was. The car's totally different. These Cup cars, from what I understand, the package is a little bit different. The less downforce and whatnot on them and so forth. But it's going to be interesting to see what these guys, because, man, these guys are going to be storming. They go almost 206, 207 mile an hour down the straightaways, and got to bring those things all the way back into 180s. To do that, you got to have nerves of steel to do it, but it's incredible to hold on to that car. It's going to be very loose. Quick question right now, Ryan. What are we looking like on time-wise before we throw the green flag here tonight?
According to the timer, we have about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left.
All right, folks. I tell you what, 3 minutes, you go grab your popcorn and all. And actually, I got my wife out getting me some hot dogs tonight, so I definitely will be eating them after the race. I love that stuff. But, hey, what's going on, Holly? Canetti? I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. What's going on, Glenn? Michael Knight, that's the Knight Rider man himself. Is he out here racing tonight? Let's see. Is he out here tonight?
I don't believe Michael Knight is in the field this evening.
I don't see him either. But, hey, we got your fan favorite out there, Matthew Wazenbach. He's out there starting over 23rd.
Yes, he is. My former team boss is going to be out there tonight. And I say former because for those of you that don't know, obviously I still associate with Eager Racing as my alliance team partners. But other than that, I am one of the I am the founder and one of the drivers for Iceman Motorsports, and we have one bullet in the field tonight who is trying to make the chase, and that is my buddy Aiden Young.
Yep, sure do. Aiden Young, after sporting a new paint job, looked very good tonight. Something to, I'm going to say if anybody's going to look for Rookie of the Year, that kid coming in here, him and Richie Evans both, boy, they are just neck and neck on that one. And Holly, I try to get those names, but it's good to see you out there. Good to see Becky, Chris, Glenn, all the viewers. I can sit here and name them off left and right. Hey, hit the like button here. You know, we want to see hit the like. Hey, hit the dislike if you don't like that either. I'm not biased either way. I like constructive criticism just like the next guy. So, but, you know, nonetheless, it shows support for the league here, the drivers. These guys come out here for their fans and everybody out there. And if you got a favorite driver, let me know. You know, we'll try to get a talk to them throughout this race here. We've got, 110 laps tonight. So hopefully it goes by pretty good. Knock on wood, not too many cautions, not too many problems. But, man, these cars are bad fast.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be very, very fast tonight. And what the?
What's that?
Okay.
What's wrong?
I don't know if this is something we should notify to an admin or not.
Sorry.
But I was looking at the information for the race because I was looking where you were reading the laps. And if you look at it, I don't know if you can with your setup, but if you go to the car, it says Toyota Camry Gen 6 is one of the cars. The fuel limit is 55%, and the setup is modified from Talladega.
Oh, crap. Oh,
wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's me. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're in test mode.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yes,
yeah,
I'm
never
in
mind.
test
Yeah,
mode,
you're
so,
good. Yeah.
I
that's
apologize,
right.
folks.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, and I was like, that can't be right. I was
Well,
like,
I
there's
tell
no
you what,
way.
man, gear it up for next week. There you go.
Yeah, okay, I'm good now. I'm sorry about that, folks.
Yeah.
I looked at that, and I was like, I could swear that there's no way.
I've done it before. I've looked at it. I've been in a test, and I'll look, and I'll go, wait a minute, they run a different setting. Oh, no, it's in test mode. And when we're spectating, we're in the test, so we obviously have full control to put anything we want in there. So, yeah, that's what it is. But we're getting set here, Ryan.
Yep,
about to
10
get set
seconds
to
to grid.
10 seconds to grid. Man, I'll tell you, just getting pumped up here tonight. Michigan International Speedway. I love saying international for some reason. I don't know why. I call all tracks that. Right? Chris said, Ryan, pay attention. And, well, here we go. I tell you what, this is going to be electric, folks, here as we're getting set tonight. I'm going to go ahead and run down here our top 10 here tonight as we're getting set to go for our green flag here for 110 laps here. Well, tonight, Jake Superman Nichols puts it on pole here. It's a fast time, but I'm going to tell you what, right there beside of him, Nate Hard charging Trito in second. Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman in third. Tyler Ducharme right there in fourth. John Houston, I tell you what, good qualifying effort. He's really come up here in the last few races in fifth. And there's Mr. Popular. You know what? That man's he's got a lot of popularity behind him. Tyler Sifford starting in sixth. Mike, Mr. Extreme Rominger in seventh. And Delonte Ballard right there in eighth, who has really just come on strong in the closing weeks and months. Justin Gable right there in ninth, and Trevor Rapolo rounds the top 10. And I'll tell you what, Ryan, as we go through this field, we see a star-studded field here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Why? Because I'm going to tell you, every one of these guys at any given day, any given time, can put it in here. And we got 25 drivers who are going to be looking to get this thing done tonight. And I'm looking forward to it. I hope all the viewers are. This is about to... and Becky's getting excited out there. Check it out.
Yeah, I saw that, and I do want to point this out for anybody who, you don't need to check your screens or make sure anything's set wrong. I just noticed we have a couple differences with with Tyler Sifford this evening. One, he's not in a Ford, and two, he's not even in the number 7.
Yes, he actually said that out here in the chat. He made a mistake when he came into the race. It actually clicked him over to a Chevy. So tonight, Mr. Popular, well, he's going to have to be popular in a Chevrolet. So we're going to have to see that here, as that's what he's going to be running.
Well, he chose a pretty popular driver's paint scheme to be using there, that Jeff Gordon retirement Exalta car for the number 98 machine. Going to have to get used to saying that tonight.
Absolutely. Number 98, yeah, I don't know. Like I say, he said it glitched on him. He came in, and I guess if you want to now's the time to take a penalty if you're going to take one for that, because you're pretty much already set to be into the chase. But, folks, I tell you, most of you don't know, I built a new computer over the past weekend. I hope everything looks good to you. Hope everything enjoys it. All the sounds good as we're about to get set here to go green flag racing Ryan. 110 laps tonight here, Michigan International Speedway.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very exciting, like we've been saying. You know, there's no other way to put it. I mean, these guys are racing for everything tonight. There is, again, like I said, the win may be the least important factor of this whole race, unless you're trying to race your way into the chase.
Absolutely. Well, here we go. Pace cars coming out of turn number 4 here. Going to take that hard left turn off on pit road. And Jake Superman Nichols along with the other guys behind him at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Green flag in the air, folks, tonight. Last race before the chase. Listen to those guys thunder down into the field right there. Awesome listening to hear it.
Yeah, these guys fire off into turn 1. Jake Nichols taking the early lead here, followed by his teammate Nate Trito. We've seen this basically all year long, but we're seeing Tyler Ducharme make the move on the outside as they come out of turn 2. He's going to pull out the lead over, or pull off third place over Jonathan Shipman and Tyler Sifford.
Yes, he is. Jonathan Shipman there on the outside there, looking pretty good. He's got a man on the inside of him. It looks like the number 98 there, Tyler Sifford. I might have to get used to that. Mr. Popular's in a different machine. I'm so used to looking for the number 7 machine of his that I might have to pause for a minute tonight, Ryan, and kind of say, well, who the heck is that around him? But look, nonetheless, looking very good. John Houston trying to close in on Jonathan Shipman. As Jake Nichols pulling away, there's a freight train going on all the way back. They are single file.
Yeah, basically single file all the way back through the field. The first real side-by-side battle I'm seeing is Bryant Ward looking to the inside of, I think, Damian Crump there in the number
Bobby
12
Chaney.
machine. Is it?
Yep, 99.
Oh,
and Damian
okay.
Crump. Yeah, and Damian Crump.
In a Toyota.
Yeah, well, a lot of these guys, you know what, iRacing did do an update, so a lot of these guys probably actually got messed and yanked to a different car. But, well, I'll tell you what, we got to talk about old Bryant Ward there for a minute. No fear, Bryant Ward. That's what we call him. And, man, he's had an up-and-down season, but nonetheless, he can turn that thing around as he's looking like he's wanting to bring that 44 machine. This might be his kind of track. Flat out fast, driver style in the turn style track that you can just hang it out, and high low multi-groove style racing here as we're already seeing it.
Yeah, we're seeing Bobby Chaney now work to the inside of Bryant Ward as they head down the front straightaway. They've both overtaken the 12 car of Damian Crump and are now looking to try to catch up to the 00 car, Mr. Nick Hunt in that Phoenix Society Chevrolet.
Yeah, it is right there. I tell you what, the 99 and the 12 are right there, side by side, dueling it out behind Bryant Ward as they're looking like they're storming down the backstretch there. You got the parts machine versus Toys R Us. Man, I tell you what, they don't sell any wrenches, man, at Toys R Us, but hey, you never know. Right there, oh, the 22 gets a little bit, I tell you, he dove it in and almost got loosed up into the 99.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough battle back there right now, and like we say, that's probably really it's side-by-side back there with both the 44 and the 99, and the 12 appears to be looking on the bottom, and it looks like Nick Hunt's going to ride the top and hold up the 99 of Bobby Chaney. Oh, and the 12's around.
That's the number 12 of Michael Mueller, unfortunately spinning here, and we watched that one live there. Actually, excuse me, I wasn't Michael. Damian Crump, excuse me.
Yeah.
And we're under caution for the first time here. We're going to get back on him and watch it. We were watching. That was an awesome battle going on back there, folks. But let's go back here, rewind that thing here just a little bit. And you can see just got the car just went up just a little bit. Right here, we'll watch it one more time. He dove it in here. The number 12, he went up underneath Nick Hunt there, Ryan, and the car just washed up a little bit on him. Barely made contact, and that, folks, I'm going to tell you, that's how fast these guys run around this track. Doesn't take much to send them sailing, and just one of those racing deals. Looked like they just, man, it was just, oh, wow, it was just barely. And then, unfortunately, Bobby Chaney was there and nowhere to go. Sent him on around, so unfortunate for the Toys R Us machine.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate for the 12 of Damian Crump and that Thomas and Friends Toys R Us car. At least that's what I have him in. I don't know about you, but just like you said, kind of looks like he might have come up a little bit as they went through 1 and 2. Maybe the 00 came down a smidge. It came together. 99 got into the back of the 12, nowhere to go, and just 12 just went right around. Not too much damage on the back end of that number 12 Toyota, though, so hopefully he won't have to use his fast repair so early in this race, and he'll be able to continue.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, everybody comes down pit road here to get, I'm going to say 4 tires and fuel. Now, we're at lap 7 of 110. I guess we'll go ahead, let everybody know that we got a few prizes to give away tonight, Ryan. And one of them is a trivia question, and it's probably going to, well, I'm going to say it's going to take a while for somebody to figure it out. So we want to definitely give somebody time out there to figure out this trivia question. So get your ExtremeMotorsports99.com up on your browser, because all these questions deal with the histories of Extreme Motorsports 99 and what they have and what they do and whatnot. So, Ryan, I'll let you go ahead with that one.
All right. Well, our first trivia question tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is one that's going to require a little bit of research, but if you've been a fan of Extreme Motorsports 99, you will have heard me and Joe say this before. Who was the only driver last season to win in a Toyota in ExtremeMotorsports99.com's Cup Series?
That's it. You want to type that down there for them, too? I know you can in the chat. I don't know if you got the chat up.
Absolutely.
But, again, like Ryan said, so you got until the end of the race to answer. Don't have to answer right now. And Rick Donathan's going to jump up here later on, up here into the booth with us and give us some more insight. And then plus what we're giving away and stuff here. But I wanted to give enough time for viewers out there to look that up. And because it's an interesting question. Now, we know drivers will know what it is, so no drivers of Extreme are eligible. And, Dre, you're not eligible either. And me and Ryan, we can't do it. So, that is definitely definitely something that viewers out there, we already got one guy trying to look. They're trying. All right, there you go. There's the question. I tell you. That's how old Rick Donathan out there pumping up the crowd. Well, we're under caution here for the first time tonight. Little accident there, little bump and run, kind of, I don't want to say bump and run, but it was just the car got loose, and that's what happens. And, oh, Dave out there. I tell you what, Drew Broadcast, I'm going to tell you, y'all guys, man, love it. Not fair. That's right, ExtremeMotorsports99.com. No, that's not right. Nick Hunt's not the answer. I can go ahead and say that. So I'll go ahead and tell you that that's not the answer. But anybody, hey, go over there to Dre Broadcast Network. Check him out. YouTube. And hit a like, hit a sub for those guys, man. They do the truck series. Right now they're doing the Xfinity series. As we're getting set here to go back green flag racing again here, Ryan. Set these, I call them the monster machines back, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely been exciting so far as we're coming to this restart.
Yeah, it is. Green flag's about ready to hit the air. And John Houston, he opted to stay out, but boy, I tell you, we'll see what he does right here. Track position might be very important here. As man, I tell you what, those cars storm by that start-finish line. You can just hear the roar of those motors.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I have to understand, too, a bit of what John Houston was doing there. Very smart. He knows right now that those fresh tires are probably going to beat him, but what John Houston just did there, was get himself a lap lead, and that is a bonus point to try to point his way into this chase.
Yeah, it is. Look at that 97 there, hard charging Nate Trito right there. You got it. But look at the 25 machine of SRA. Don't forget about that man. I'll tell you, that right there, that's Tyler Ducharme, folks. That guy, the other week or last week, he almost pulled it off here, and it was an extraordinary. Tonight's looking like, man, and I tell you, every week, week in and week out, we see Nate Trito battle. Look at these guys fan out 3 wide coming down the back stretch, Ryan.
Yeah, some of these guys are 3, almost 4 wide down here. Very impressive racing going on so far, and we've got a very tight 3 wide battle through 3 and 4 here for the third, fourth, for the fourth, fifth, and sixth spot.
Yes, we do. Right there, boy. I tell you what, Nick Hunt's right there on the outside. No, excuse me, John Houston there on the outside. And, oh, they make contact. That's a 98 Tyler Sifford. Like I say, I had to get used to that number. But, boy, he was in the middle of there. He's going, look, guys, I understand I'm popular, but quit fighting over me. I mean, jeez, I'm trying to go up to the front here and do what I can. Look behind him, Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman. He is trying to hard charge his way to the front. He's another one tonight, man, that can make a statement. But do not threat. Look in the rear view mirror. Look at who's coming to the front there in 8th spot. He's bringing nightmares all night long, and these guys are going to start feeling it. It's like a dawn coming over the track, a dusk. When this guy starts coming through the front, the 41 machine SRA here.
Yeah, definitely, when the 41 starts coming up to the front, you can definitely feel the dark, eerie feeling that creeps over this whole racetrack as of the nightmares he brings to these drivers here with the just his intense driving style that he has. And while we're talking about the nightmare David Shutt, I'm actually taking a look through the field trying to see where some guys are that are in key points battles. I'm back here riding along with the 05 of Tommy Amassi, who currently at the start of the race was the last driver into the chase. As of right now, he would be out, and I believe Mike Rominger would be racing his way in.
Yep, Mike Rominger right now in 11th, and I'm going to tell you, Tommy Amassi, unfortunately, right there in the 24th spot. So, the trivia question again. Who last season was the only winner in a Toyota at Extreme Motorsports 99.com, the Cup Series, that is, in the Cup Series last season? Who was the only winner in a Toyota last season? So, the answer's out there, but I got to say something. A little bit biased myself, I guess. David Shutt. He's got my favorite sponsor on there. And I'm going to say this because this is actually for Don Kenner and them out there. That guy's out there tonight. He's done went from being a nightmare, but he's got a heck of a nightmare wheeling his little RC car all around this track tonight, as he's going to be very fast with a bad set of lipos in the back deck of that thing, and is looking very good to run these boys down.
Yeah, definitely running very, very strong, working his way through this field tonight.
Yes, he is. And right there, Tyler Sifford gets a little bit, well, I'll say Tyler Sifford. Who's that in between them? That's Delonte Ballard right there. So it's teammates. Delonte Ballard got a little bit, Dre out there saying. So, anyways, as we're watching some battles here, we're starting to see these guys coming to the front as we just fan through the field back here. And if we look back here, Bobby Chaney right there in the 11th spot. Now he's battling, and look at old look at old Aiden Young right there. Aiden, we haven't mentioned much of him, but old Mike Rominger, and I'm not showing old Mike Rominger's E3 spark plug paint tonight.
Oh, let me take a look.
Yeah,
no, he's going throwback.
I see that. I was hoping I was the only one wasn't seeing it, but Bobby Chaney got around him right there. As you see, old Mr. Extreme and himself in the number 4 right there. Aiden Young caught on the high side just a little bit there. He's trying to do what he can to get around these guys.
Yeah, working very, very hard to get some of these passes done. Trying to get to the front. And I'm taking
Pioneer,
a look at the
that
chat.
would be in the Cup Series, not just.
No, I will give him credit. He does have a Toyota driver in the Cup Series last year, but it is not the right Toyota driver.
Right, yeah. So,
you're warned.
Anyways, keep digging, guys. Keep digging.
Y'all find it.
Yeah, you will. Well, I tell you right now, some things I'm watching. Mike Rominger right here, as he's currently in 12th, and like you said, that is the he's probably right there near that. He's a cutoff man. Him and Tommy Amassi, and Tommy Amassi right now needs to really get up there and battle, but Mike needs to just methodically keep doing what he's doing, and that's just hang on to this thing and be very, very patient.
We got a winner.
I see that. There you go. You all right, Pioneer?
Whoa,
He did it.
Whoa. Who is Pioneer?
Ethan. Oh, wait a minute. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
he's a driver. Sorry about that.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Crap.
I'll have to make an executive decision on that one because he is a driver. He knows well.
And
well.
I did not know that. Which means we gave it away.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Darn. Well. Sorry about that, Rick. We messed that one up.
This is why you
But
guys
you know
in the
what?
chat need to use your real names.
You know, here's what. But we'll still say he won either way. We'll go ahead and do it. He won the poster last week, so we didn't disclose him from it. So tonight's winner of that first one, Ethan Kurtz, he's going to win that one. He got it right. Dwayne Comerson was the only Toyota driver in the Cup Series to win last season.
Yeah, he won the season opener at Daytona, making that in what was, I believe, like a last lap move. It was, and that was the only.
He did. It was a heck of a battle.
Yeah, he was the only other Jake Nichols driver to win last season, and he was the only Jake Nichols driver, obviously, not to win in a Ford.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna give it to him, man. He deserved it. He did the research and all. That's fine. He got it tonight. He got that. But hey, we got more, folks. Stay tuned here in the next few laps. But tonight, man, look at these guys battle back here in the 10th, 11th, and 12th spot. I've been watching this battle the last couple laps here, Ryan. I thought these guys would get spread out and go single file in these Cup cars. They have not. They have stayed side by side, wheeling them around here, high, low, in the middle, and everywhere else.
Yeah, these guys you're just definitely seeing the multi-groove racetrack that is Michigan International Speedway, allowing some of these guys to run the bottom, running at the top. It just all over this track, and it's just with such high speeds, it yields to that. You're gonna see these guys all over the place. I'm actually in the back right now watching some of these spread out battles, riding on board the brand new Jaeger Racing Ford, driven by Matt Walzenbach, who has switched to Ford over in the Cup Series for the remainder of the season.
All right, well, let's see what he's got there. You're right, man. Looks like it's a dark style color. Now, we will say this, since Ethan won that prize, later on we're coming up with another prize. So, Ethan, you've already won once tonight. We got to give everybody else a shot at winning. So, I think that's only fair to do it that way. How's that, Ryan?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's completely, I don't make the rules. I didn't know. I neglected to remember who it was that Pioneer was with the 2 week in the row win. So I definitely got to give Ethan credit for that, being able to correctly guess our answers 2 weeks in a row. But I wish I had remembered that.
Well, hey, we got Rick Donaldson down here in the staging room. Pull him on up here and see what we got going on.
All right.
Hey, you guys got a copy up here?
Yes, we do. What's going on, Rick?
Want to jump up in here, just keep an eye on the broadcast and so forth. Ethan Kurtz over there doing the research, and he knows where to do that research at. I tell you what, Joe, Ryan, here's what we're going to do. I want to get them fans out there. I want to put some prizes in their hands out there. These drivers, they're taken care of over here. But I tell you what, we're going to consolidate those prizes there for Ethan. But you guys come up with another question, and let's make sure that it's for the viewers out there. I want to give some prizes away to the viewers out there that tune in each week, that root these guys on each week. So let's get another question out there. We're going to throw another prize out there, and then we got the big one coming later.
Absolutely. All right, sounds good. Well, Ryan, start getting your mind a clicking. And oh, wait a minute, we got trouble. Nate Trito hits the wall hard.
Yes, he has. He definitely got in the wall very hard coming off of turn 4. The entire right side of that 97 machine is destroyed. The wheel seems to be knocked out of the toe. The back end seems to be smashed in pretty bad. Nate is going to have an extensive repair on that 97 car.
Yeah, he is. Let's watch here and watching the replay. No caution, though. So let's watch the replay and see what happened. It looks like, I'm going to tell you what, Ryan, I don't, if this was, real style racing, that's the same exact characteristics of a blown right front tire. That thing went shot straight to the wall. As looks like he might have had trouble with his steering wheel or something. Don't know, but wow.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. I haven't been able to really take a look at the replay.
All right, y'all know y'all poking me. It comes on the stream. I don't have it set up the other way yet. I just thought I'd let y'all know.
Well, that's one of the options I had for a question.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to it. Not a problem. What you got then?
Well,
Go ahead, tell the people.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll take a vote on this, and we'll let the fans try to see if they can guess. But who was the former driver of the number 13 machine in the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Cup Series?
Now, you think that's something that maybe one of our viewers will be able to come up with?
I do.
Okay. All right. What? You know what? I got one. Here's a good one. Here's a real good one. And I tell you what, this is something that all the viewers and Pioneer, I know you're going to know what it is, so shh. But this is a real good one that all the viewers, and actually Becky and all of them should know this one, and everyone who's tuned in each and every week should know this one. So here's a good one. We got a great question right here. What sponsor paint job did Jake Nichols run last season? What you think?
That one's good, and it's good, and he ran it. I'm not going to say that because it does give it away. But
he ran it all season.
Oh, we got a spinner.
We got a spin in the back, don't we?
Yeah, I believe that was the 99. Bobby Cheney looks like he was able to hang on to it.
Well, let's go back to him because no caution again on this track. And then that's another thing about this track we haven't talked about is
that was the 25, I think.
Well,
yep.
I'm watching the 99. 99 looks like he slowed up. And John Houston, I don't know something was wrong. John Houston just kind of kept going and going. Well, we're under caution here, folks. Now, so I think we'll let's go with that question, Ryan, because everybody knows what the main sponsor. He doesn't run it anymore. Okay, so that's why I'm saying now. So it's not on his car now, so you can't go look, and I'm not going on his car to let you say it. But see, there you go, Pioneer. So, fun fact, you can't say. And we know that you probably would definitely know what it is. But what was the main sponsor that Jake Nichols ran last season?
Since we're using yours, I'll give everyone the answer because no one seems to know, and I'm very disappointed in you guys.
Don't tell them the answer.
All right, I won't tell them the answer to mine. I can't believe you guys don't know.
Well, yeah, hang on, man. Well, we're under caution here, folks. So don't forget about the action that's going on the track here. We're just wrapped up on all this. It's fun to say it. And we got pit stops here. We're under caution again here tonight, Ryan. And ExtremeMotorsports99.com here. And Becky Sifford. Look at that. She got it. There you go. She got it. Snow Cone Production. You're right. He actually ran it, does not run it now. And, man, I'm going to tell you what, look at Tyler Ducharme, the 25. He is blown all up.
Yeah, the caution came out. It was for the 25 actually spinning and crashing going through turn 3 as his teammate Bobby Cheney was spinning off of turn 2.
Wow. Man, unfortunate right there. That's one of the SRA guys here. You still got David Shutt, Delonte Ballard up there. Bobby Cheney, he unfortunately got spun around just a little bit. Now we're keeping a close eye here on the points because Tommy Amassi's moved himself up into 15th spot right now, folks. Mike Rominger is sitting in 6th, and we're really keeping an eye on that battle because those two guys are definitely battling it out here for that last, probably final spot and whatnot. So, you're right.
If the race ended right now with the positions that Tommy and Mike are in, it would be tied.
Wow.
To make the chase.
Then we'd have to go all the way. We'd have to get Jason up here, man, to go through tiebreaker statistics and all that and whatnot. But, well, our second question of the night, winner, Becky Sifford. So, we're going to get Rick Donson up here in a little bit. He's going to tell us what all y'all won. And Becky, I don't know if you got me on Facebook. I think you've got Ryan or whatever. But what you'll have to do is after the race, make sure you get either get Tyler to send us the address or something so we can send that out to you. But awesome, man, tonight. So, 2 winners in a row. Old Pioneer with Ethan and Becky Sifford out there tonight, and we still got one to go here, folks, because that one's going to be an awesome one for everyone out there to get in on. But this race has not disappointed, not one bit. I also want to ask, how's the sound out there, folks? Does it sound okay? Sound level sound good between the cars and between us and everything? I hope you enjoy it. Like I was saying earlier, when we had a couple spins going on, I built a new computer. So, all right, well, you can look me up, Joe White. I'm easy to find. Or look up OSR Network.
Just look through my friends. He'll be in my mutual friends, me and Tyler. So
look for the big dude, the big guy.
The big car, the big 01 car is his picture. So.
Yeah, the 01 car, yep. You know, Ryan, I will have to say some sad news today, ladies and gentlemen. Sad news. I will have to retire the Big Daddy X machine.
Why?
Well, I have renamed. Twitch finally let us rename your usernames starting yesterday. Yes.
Thank God. I can change mine.
I changed it to OSR Network. So now my Twitch name is OSR Network. So I retired the Big Daddy X 2005. I still have my car as my back on my wallpaper. I'm very proud of that paint job. Rick Donathan did that for me. And it is an awesome machine. I still race it nonetheless, but it is awesome, man. I love it. And but I switched it all over to OSR Network. As you know, that's what we do here. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and the website is live, folks. Type that down there for us, man. On www.onlinesimracingnetwork.com. Go check it out. Let me know what you think about it. And let us know what you think about this race. Hit a like here on this video here, this race. I tell you, these drivers would love it. They like that.
Yes, they do. The drivers love it. We love it. And what I think all the fans at home are going to love is this restart because you look to the inside lane, you've got Jake Nichols. His kryptonite, Jonathan Shipman's going to be right behind him. And on the outside, the Nightmare and the Green Hornet, David Shutt and Delonte Ballard, the teammates, are going to restart 2nd and 4th.
Let me get this start on here. I'll answer that question just a few here, Pioneer. But you're right. We're coming out of turn number 4. The pace car is going to take a hard left turn and send these monster machines flying tonight. You got Jake Superman Nichols right there. But, boy, I tell you what, if Superman is scared of anything, it's got to be that man on the outside, the 41, or the Nightmare, David Shutt. But nonetheless, he definitely, man, knows what kryptonite is. As you hear the roar of these motors, is thunder past that start-finish line heading into turn 1. Boy, Superman checked out on that one. He said, I got to get away from these guys. The SRA bunch is coming. But he's got kryptonite right behind him. Man, this is what we like. Then you got Mr. Popularity up there in the whole entire place.
Yeah, we do. I mean, what a combination to be following behind Superman, though. Kryptonite and a Nightmare. I'm fairly convinced that those are both things that Superman would have nightmares about. So, definitely interesting to see that one there. But he's got his teammate, Mr. Milk and Cookies, coming up behind. But we do have a caution.
We got a caution, and I tell you what, Delonte Ballard almost made a move there, was coming to the front saying, look, we're going to rain on the parade there. Jake Nichols racing tonight. He might be Superman, but, man, we're bringing out all stops here. SRA has come to play in ExtremeMotorsports99.com, Ryan. These guys, since they showed up on the scene and unloaded those Toyotas and the Chevy, it has been nothing but hard charging metal, full pedal to the metal there. They have not gave an inch to the top guys here in Extreme.
Yeah, it has been crazy so far. And this caution, really, if you want to be honest, I'm riding on board with the 44 of Bryant Ward, who was involved in this crash.
All right, well, let's go back to him while you're saying that. It started
all the way back off of turn 2.
All right, well, I was going to ask you about that, but let me go back and as we go back here and we rewatch that, let's go back even further. As we watch the 44 there, he's diving on the inside a little bit there, the 27. It's like the 22's in front of him. Well, they were just a mess going on. Need to get back. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, the 05 got bumped a little. Bobby Cheney got bumped. Oh, and the 44 had nowhere to go. The 20, it just looked like a traffic jamming. Oh, man, you're right. Cars behind them was just, wow, it was just one after the other. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's like up at the front, they all went 4 wide, just got into each other, and everybody appeared to just react. And a lot of torn up race cars. The 12, the 9 blew his engine. The 25 involved in a second straight crash. I think maybe the 27 was also involved. Bryant Ward got a piece of it. The 22 of Jason Van Cleek. A few drivers, honestly, who were racing to be in the chase. Mike Muller in that 27 car is in a position where he could fall out of the chase still. So he is one of those guys that was in that transfer spot. That somebody, for example, like a Nick Hunt, if he can stay on the track, that's another position to the good he can put himself in.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, since we're on the caution here again, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break here. We'll be right back. And we'll see what's going on here. Get this action back set for you tonight here. Michigan International Speedway. Last race before the chase here, folks. ExtremeMotorsports99.com is about to heat up here tonight.
Drivers, start your reading. Motor Sim Racing Magazine is the first and only magazine dedicated to sim racing. Every month we'll be covering the hot topics around the world of sim racing. So if you're looking to be in the know, go to www.motorsimsracing.com. You will find articles from your favorite drivers, leagues, and other prominent people in the sim racing community. Want an update of your favorite league? We got it. Want to learn the basics on finding a perfect league for you? We got it. Want to know more about how leagues are run? We got it. So remember, when you want to know what's going on in the sim racing world, go to www.motorsimracing.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and just watching these guys go under the pace laps right now under caution. And Joe will be right back. He had to step away for just a moment. So we're just getting ready for this restart here. We want to thank you guys for your participation, and we're very happy that you're enjoying these trivia things. We're definitely trying to make this a bit more of a more common thing here for Extreme Motorsports 99, as well as maybe some other stuff just for OSR Network, but definitely for Extreme Motorsports 99 as of right now. But a lot of fun we're having up here with you guys. You guys make these streams awesome to be able to come in here, ask a trivia question, to see the effort you guys are putting into it. Ethan, Becky, all you guys that were responding, C21 Florida with your answers of Nick Hunt and William Roberts, definitely good job from you guys putting in a lot of effort to try to find it. Definitely want to take this time too to thank Rick Donathan and all the guys at Extreme as well for putting together the prizes and stuff that we're able to get to you guys and offer to you guys with these trivia questions, these contests. We're going to have obviously one more question to ask you guys before the end of the race, and we don't have that just yet, but we're working on it, and whenever we're ready to go with that, I'm sure Joe will let us know.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, Ryan, we're getting set here to go back green flag racing once again here, and it has been a tremendous race as the cars are coming down the back stretch. Ryan, I tell you, it's been exciting so far tonight. Just talking about the chase, just getting prepared for it, to see what 12 drivers are going to be there. You know, Rick out there getting these guys pumped up, giving away surprises. Already had 2 winners there. Ethan out there, and Becky Sifford. So pace cars heading off into turn number 3 right now, Ryan.
Yeah, they are, and I just wanted to take this time real quick to let you guys know that I love you all. You're very nice fans, and you guys make what we do awesome, but you hurt my feelings. How did people not know that the answer to my question, the former driver of the 13 in the Extreme Cup Series last season, was me? It's in my name.
You
Really?
be all right. All right, well, green flag's about ready to fly here, Ryan. I tell you what, as we're getting set here, it's in the air, lap 38 of 110. And I tell you, Superman flies that cape every time they go by that start-finish line. And boy, look at Delonte Ballard and David Shutt. They're teammates, but they're up there, man, just knocking each other's fenders off. And I tell you, that's going to actually give, well, you just talked about the 13 machine. Look who's in 4th place.
Yes, sir. The predecessor of the 13 there, Justin Gable, the other SRA car, now falling back to 5th place, getting passed by the 4th entry for Alliance Racing Group tonight, Jeffrey Creek, who is running with Mike Rominger, Richie Evans, and Jonathan Schmidt. And we do have another caution out. Somebody spun, looks like, coming out of turn 4. It was the 97 of Nate Trito.
Oh, man, not having the night that he wants. First, just knocking the wall down early on. And then he's back there battling around. Let's see what happens here. He's back there with old John Houston. Tyler Descharnes back there with him. He just got loose. That car is wicked loose, folks. He didn't hit anything. Well, I say that. Nope. Yep, he held it. Man, it just battling a very loose car. You know, he's definitely not a happy camper. I go back up front, though, here. Woo! Delonte Ballard, David Shutt. They might be teammates, but, man, they were wheeling those machines, beating and banging. Now, if I'm not mistaken, who's Justin Gable?
Justin Gable is another one of the SRA Motorsports drivers.
That's what I was thinking, yep.
Yeah, he started the season driving the pink Taylor Swift Ford, and I believe right around the time we had the race at Bristol, he switched over to the Chevrolet with the more updated Taylor Swift Chevy SS. So Justin has been in the 13, though, all season long, ever since I vacated the car after the end of last season.
You see the chat out there, man. Shifter cart, boy, I tell you what, talk about get up in here and get exciting. That is awesome. Check Twitter, all right? Let's see what my phone is here. So we're watching Green Flag Pit Stops. I want to appreciate all the viewers, and look at those cars just storm off of them. Man, I tell you what, there's a heck of a battle going on. These SRE guys tonight, they're battling amongst themselves harder than they are. But now, look what Tommy Amassi just did.
Did he stay out and lead a lap?
He did.
Very smart on the part of that 05.
Yes,
we actually saw that last week, I believe, at Dover, didn't we? I think he did the same thing, or he kept trying. He kept trying last week to do that, and unfortunately was so far back in the pack that he couldn't. But with all the cautions, Tommy put himself in a great position this week to be ahead of Mike Rominger in the points, and now with a bonus point in his favor, he will be able to continue to hold that as well. And also, it is important to mention, Justin Gable is one of those drivers right now who falls into the category of not being in the chase as of yet. If he wins this race, or he can continue to stay up here in front of the 4 car, and something happens, Justin may very well point his way in.
Well, you know what? And that, you're 100% right. And I finally get to put a picture with Becky Sifford, as I see her right there on Facebook. Looking at my phone, so I don't want to feel too distracted, y'all. Want to appreciate all the viewers out there. Ethan, let me see what we can do, man. We'll see what we got. Hey, like I say, all the viewers out there. No, I'm not a driver. Well, not a driver in this series. I did do the trucks for a long time and really enjoyed it. And but I love being up here in the booth. I love doing this, as each and every week, people, man, they hear me say it. It's I enjoy it.
I do want to give a shout out there. I saw somebody talking. I want to thank Johnny Dressler for saying once again that he felt bad that I didn't make the chase in the truck series. And I can tell you from experience, folks, it ain't fun. I know what it's like to be on the outside looking in. I missed the truck series chase for the championship by 6 points. So definitely I know exactly how it's going to feel for one of these guys, somebody like Mike Rominger, to not make it into this chase tonight.
Ryan actually, just to correct on that, Ryan actually originally, yes, I'll go ahead and give the, we got time, because I'll give you the history here of the broadcasting ExtremeMotorsports99.com real fast. I don't know about the master, but anyways,
go ahead.
The history of here started between a talk between myself, Rick Donathan, and Don Kidder, as we like to say, sit around the round table and talked, and we wanted to find a way that would better Extreme. I had been streaming for a long time. Originally, it was supposed to be me and Rick Donathan up here in the booth. And then me and him started thinking about it and thought, well, how in the world are we going to do that and admin the Cup Series at the same time? So I love doing this. So I stayed doing this. Rick stayed being the admin. And Ryan wanted to do this. And Ryan, I said, sure, bring him up here. We did some test things, worked out well, and all fair, man, and love and whatever you want to say. It's just been great so far. So, yes, Ryan is a driver in the series, but first and foremost, Ryan came up here and he stepped out of the Cup car permanently to come up here in the booth with me, and it has been an enjoyable thing ever since as we get set to go back green flag racing.
Yeah, really, just to touch on it too, for anybody who doesn't know, at the end of last season, as far as racing went for me, I didn't know that I would even be in one of the divisions. As far as the end of the Cup Series was last year, I was scheduled to be one of the admins for the Xfinity Series, and when the opportunity presented itself to jump up here with Joe, I jumped at that in half a minute, and the rest is history. I'm happily a driver in my 13 Iceman Motorsports Petronas truck in the truck division, and I couldn't be happier to be up here calling these races every week with Joe, and can't wait to be up next year calling Xfinity and Cup with Joe.
Absolutely. We'll tell you what, right now, tonight, the Cup Series, lap 43 is about to be clicked off here, Ryan, of 110 as we're going back green flag. And boy, I'll tell you what, they stacked up because the driver back there definitely spun those tires, and I think that's one of the SRA guys. And man, that's a thundering sound when they go past that start-finish line when you hear it. And I'm reading the chat out there, folks, as we got a tremendous race going here, nose to tail here. Look at Nick Hunt with the one hair flying out in the wind. The 00. Boy, I tell you, he is gone. He's got Jonathan behind him, but look at that. Man, nobody told Jake Nichols that, hey, it's look, lap 43. They're going 3 wide, Ryan, into the turn.
Yes, they are. Nick Hunt definitely needed to lead that lap. He's another one trying to make sure that he's safe in this chase right now, and he's going to go all the way from first back to 6th in one turn.
Well, I tell you what, who is out front right now? Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman. He's got Superman. We've seen this story play out before. You don't think, I know I don't think. That 23 machine says, look, I don't care what 73 calls himself, looks like, or whatever. The 3 wide fanned out behind them back there. You've got Bryant Ward sitting in 3rd, but look at Delonte Ballard and that SRA machine. Man, they are battling tooth and nail behind them.
Yeah, they are. It's a very strong battle for 3rd place right now as we actually see these guys jockeying for position. Jeffrey Creek, how about that? Jeffrey Creek did not even set a qualifying time tonight, started 24th. He finds himself in 4th position right now. And we got a big crash going into turn 1. Nick Hunt's involved, Aiden Young, the 4 of Mike Romanger's sliding as well.
Oh, man, and that all started at the front there when we were seeing those guys just peel, man, the rubber on this track. Wow. Let's go back and watch it again because that was 44 and the 000 that got contacted together. 44 looks like he got a little loose going into the turns, pushed up the track a little bit. Nick Hunt was down on the apron there as they stormed past. They were 3 wide. Oh, and he got a hold of 41 also a little bit. Like you said, it looked like Aiden got through it there. Man, a huge one right there, though. Wow, that one right there could collect some good cars here tonight.
Yes, it could. Nick Hunt, obviously one of those guys involved. You know, he's another one who's in danger of still being eligible, falling out of the chase. He did not need that to happen. And it's important to note, last night we heard Rick say it at the beginning of the at the broadcast, Nick and Rick were battling for that position to make the chase last night. Both of them got overtaken by a driver who most thought was out of contention, and now both Nick and Rick find themselves outside looking in and being unable to race for the championship in the Xfinity division. Could the same thing happen to Nick Hunt, unfortunately, 2 nights in a row?
Absolutely. We'll have to get an update on the points as far as how close Nick would have to come to get knocked out, because right now he's sitting 23rd on the chart. That's probably as far down as he would go. He's obviously got a fast fix. He can get back out here, so points are at a premium for him. Most notably, though, we're looking at, I'll tell you what, the battle is heating up.
Yeah, it is.
It's got to be.
It's boiling right now is what this battle's doing.
Man, those guys awful racy here at Michigan right now.
Yeah, these guys are putting the pedal to the metal. They're starting to get ready to roll, and these boys are putting on a show for us right now. Watching the pit stops right now, I'm actually checking in on my teammate in the truck series, Aiden Young. He's got a little bit of damage to that right rear fender, and the reason I said that he was involved in that crash is on my screen he had crashed directly into the side of the 00. Looks like he caught some luck with Iracing's coating and might have just glitched straight through that number 00 car. So very lucky on the 09's part there.
Yeah, no doubt. I tell you, right now we're looking very good here as we're seeing Johnson comes back out front here, and he's looking like he's going to take that machine and look very good, folks. I don't know. It's some hard charging racing up here, and I'm loving every minute of it, and I'm loving all the chat going on out there. I love listening to all you people, all the viewers, all the fans, all the drivers. You know, they come in and week out here to support their driver, to support their crew, and you know, somebody we ain't talked about a lot tonight. That's old Tyler Sipper sitting in ninth. Not having the night he wants. We know that Nate Trito's back out on the track. He's definitely going to want to get points. That doesn't fare too well for old Nick Hunt back there. But let me ask the question here: what would have to happen for Nick Hunt not to make the chase?
Let me take a look here for us. I do have the points on my screen. Nick Hunt was 11 points ahead of Tommy Massey. So he would have to finish behind Mike Muller, Bryant Ward, and Tommy Massey, and Mike Romanger would have to overtake him by right around 15 spots on track. 11 to 15 spots. So as of right now, I do think he's okay. Mike is the one that's really trying to race his way in, and Nick will be in trouble if he can't get back on track. But he is currently only 1 lap down on the 24th position.
All right, well, looks like got a guest up here in the booth again. So Rick Donson's back up here. What's going on, Rick?
Hey guys, I just want to check in here, see if everybody's still enjoying the show out there with these drivers battling it out. I tell you, lots of side-by-side action we're seeing here tonight. Joe, Ryan, I tell you, it's still anybody's ball game. I tell you, keep an eye on that 42 out there. Jeffrey Creek is back racing with us again, and I tell you, That guy is pretty doggone fast, so definitely keep your eye out on him. Joe, Ryan, have we got some winners yet of some prizes to give away?
Oh yeah, we got Becky Sifford out there got our last question, and then obviously Pioneer got our question before that.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, folks, just remember when you get these prizes, make sure to take some snapshots holding up those prizes, because we definitely like to put you on the air out here, showing those prizes that you're winning here and having a good time. That's awesome. Awesome, Joe.
Well, I got my next question is, and I guess this is the most famous one, is what prizes are we giving out?
I'll tell you what, we definitely got some posters we're going to be shipping out to some of these folks. Right now, we've got a bunch of posters we're going to be shipping out, but we got
Gotcha.
more stuff that's in production. And, later on, we're going to be changing out some prizes and so forth. That way, when we get 2 winners a week or 3 winners a week or whatever, we don't want them to get the same prize. So we're going to have all kinds of stuff later on, and it'll move into probably next season. But folks, just want to let y'all know, now make sure you tune in to OSR Network here to make sure to get some of those prizes. But I tell you, next season, Dre Broadcasting, he's going to be broadcasting on Monday nights and on Tuesday nights in our K&N series and also in our truck series. He's also going to be giving some prizes away out there as well. So we love our fans out there. We want to create a fan base for our drivers over here. And I tell you, man, this is as close as we're going to get to being a real NASCAR driver. So we're even going to later on, Joe, we're going to put a store on the website where you can actually go and buy your favorite driver's merchandise.
Awesome.
We're going to be doing some of that later on, and that way the fans out here can get their hands and support their drivers out there.
That is awesome. I'll tell you what, and to talk about drivers, these guys out here have put up a tremendous show so far as they are wheeling these monster machines around this huge, huge track of Michigan International Speedway as we're back to green flag. But that is awesome. The viewers out here are loving it, Rick. I mean, they're excited, pumped up, and Becky, she's excited for winning, and she's definitely looking forward to posters and stuff. Like Rick said, we got a lot, and we still got one more to go, don't we?
Absolutely, and I tell you what, I put that in y'all's hands there. You guys are handling that. I just want to say thank you so much to those viewers out there tuning in week to week and supporting us here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com, supporting these drivers over here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. And I tell you, the ideas that I've got, Joe, just keep coming. And as long as I've got the ideas of coming, we're going to bring it to them, and we're going to make this thing as real as NASCAR.
That is awesome. Love hearing every minute of it. Me and Ryan loves and Joy's been up here. It's going to be exciting for the rest of the season here. Last race before the chase. And it's going to be exciting here going into the chase and into next season. Ryan, when you want to unveil that last one here for all the folks?
Well, perhaps we should do it after we cover what just happened here under caution going into turn 3.
Oh.
We've got the 48, the 25, and the 9 car involved.
Uh-oh. That's Trevor Rapolo, the 9 car. So let's go back on him and check out what we got going on. Well, they were too wide back there. And, oh, man, it looks like, again, just a racing deal. And, man, just a huge pile up there on the front grandstand, a 25. Man, that's was that Tyler Descharme, ain't it? He's not
Yes,
having a night he wanted.
No, he's not. He's been involved in about 3 or 4 consecutive accidents. Unfortunately, that 25 machine, as you just said, not having the night he was looking for, especially considering he was running up in the top 5 in the beginning part of this race.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you, folks, stay tuned. After this caution, me and Ryan's going to talk about our next prize, the final one of tonight. And it's a good one because everybody out there is involved in this. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody in the chat. So get your pens, your papers, get your popcorns, get refreshments because these guys are about to put on an extreme show at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. And I love how everybody out there, and I'll even go and say, Dre, you can be involved in this one too. Because this one pretty much is just a pick style type of deal that we're going to have. Anyways, we got everybody on pit road right now, Ryan.
Yeah, we do. A lot of these guys taking obviously 4 tires and fuel. Some of these guys gonna get some damage fixed and trying to get back out on this racetrack. Looks like Jeffrey Creek and Jake Nichols are gonna have a good battle off of pit road, but it looks like Jake's gonna be the get the better end of that. Tongue tied
Looks
tonight.
like Delonte Ballard stayed out though.
Yes, he did. Delonte Ballard stayed out. You are right. Justin Gable also stayed out, as did. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, I was gonna say Jonathan Shipman, but the lineup
Justin
hasn't
Gable.
reset yet. Yeah, Justin Gable and Delonte Ballard.
Yeah.
2 SRA cars going to restart in the front row, and we know, like we mentioned before, Justin trying to race his way into the chase could potentially Justin Gable lead a lap based on this restart and be able to give himself a point better to try to make it in.
I don't want to bring up drama and all this stuff, but folks,
I do.
Okay, well you do, you love it, but I gotta say something. Look back there right now in the 16th and 18th spot.
16th and 18th spot.
Tell me what you see.
I've got the 41 and the 17.
All right, yours ain't updated yet. When you go across the line, tell me. Yeah, we'll go across the line. Let me know what it is.
17. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got Mike Rominger currently running 15th, and Tommy Amassi in 17th. Obviously, right now, that puts Tommy ahead of Mike in the points. Mike has to finish at least now 7 spots ahead of the 05 car to make it into the chase, and that's not considering the fact that Justin Gable currently finds himself in second.
Yep, that's right. Justin Gable in second right there. Delonte Ballard's going to lead these guys off here. Jake Nichols behind him. I saw that back there. And I'm going to tell you, who in the world is Jeffrey Creek? Man, where'd he come from?
Well, I don't know all the statistics on Jeffrey Creek, but what I do know is he is a past winner and past champion here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com, and he is making, as Rick said, his return tonight to Extreme Motorsports 99. So if there's a guy who can come in as a shot in the dark, last chance winner, it won't mean he gets into the chase, but if there is one guy that you'd want to handpick to try to come in and try to win a race for your team, like Alliance Motorsports or the Alliance Racing Group has, with Mike Rominger, Jonathan Shipman, and Richie Evans, you've made a good pick in Jeffrey Creek.
There you go. Well, obviously so. Right now, currently in fourth, started dead last here tonight because, well, obviously it was a standby driver making his return here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. And, folks, I tell you, lights on the pace car off. These guys are going to stack them up too deep again here. And when we get this thing going green flag here for a few, we're definitely going to let you know what we got because we're going to take this thing at lap 56 of 110, Ryan. We're at halfway, and it has been a thriller so far as our old Delonte Ballard out front there. And that SRA, you got a bunch of SRA guys. You got Jake Nichols racing behind him. You got, Alliance Motorsports right there with him. And you got Devil Dog up there. Law Dog, Devil Dog. That kind of rhymes together with it a little bit.
Yeah, and right behind Law Dog and Devil Dog, we have the single car operation in the Cup Series of Iceman Motorsports. Aiden Young has kept himself consistently in the top 10 tonight. He is also working to try to make the chase, but for Aiden to do it, he knows what it's at stake. He has to try to win this race.
There you go. No doubt about it. Well, right now, it's going to be interesting. We're going to keep an eye. Now, Tommy Amassi did drop to 21st right now, and the 15th, Mike Rominger. So that drama's building in the back there, but we're getting set here to go back green flag racing. I flipped it just a little bit early. That's my bad. Yep, here we go. Here's the pace car coming around turn number 4. Going to take that hard left turn off on pit road, Ryan, and send these machines a storming past the start from all night long. I've loved the sound of it when they come across that line. It's just like ear deafening to hear the rumble of these machines fire off as they head into turn number 1, 2 by 2.
Yeah, it is. It's just earth-shattering, the noise that these vehicles make as they fire off and head for the first turn. And as we take a look up front, Jake Nichols is going to try to hold that spot over Oh. No, it's not Jake Nichols. I'm sorry. Looks like Delonte Ballard was trying to hold the spot over his teammate Justin Gable, and Jake is going to make the move going down the back straightaway, looking to the inside of the 13. He's going to make that move by the time they get through 3 and 4, I believe, unless the 13 can hold the momentum up top.
Yeah, it is right there. And I tell you what, Jason Van Cleek right there. Jeffrey Creek, excuse me, I want to say Jason Van. We do have a Jason Van Creek here, and unfortunately, I haven't seen much. I don't know if he started parked or what. Don't know what's going on there, but Jeffrey Creek, there we go, up front here, and he's battling. But man, I tell you what, Superman's looking on the back deck lid there. Delonte Ballard, Jonathan Shipman is door to door though, there with the 13 of Justin Gable. Now, Delonte Ballard and Jake Nichols, they have no love lost between each other. They definitely want to beat each other as many times as they can here. They're nose to tail, but we know Jake, very calculated driver. He's not going to push that envelope unless he has to.
No, he won't. And Jake knows, obviously, that this is just basically for bragging rights for all intents and purposes for him. He's already won 4 times this season. Would love to make it 5 headed into the chase. Be able to say, I won the final race before the chase 2 years in a row, I might add. I do recall that Jake did win this race last season, I do believe. So, going to be very, very close here, though. And if we know anybody that can take the fight to the 73, it is his friend and former teammate, Delonte Ballard.
All right, well, everybody just saw that post poke pop up there on the poke. I need to fix that to get that thing back. We got a heck of a battle going on up front here, folks. So these guys. So now, all right, we'll go ahead. Let's get to our question, Ryan. While we see this awesome battle going on here, that's side by side between Jake Nichols and Delonte Ballard. Look, if you don't think anybody here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com can come and go toe to toe, wheel to wheel with that man, he can't. They touched.
Wow.
Oh, that's a driving job by that man in the 54 machine. And here comes Jeffrey. Well, I'm going to tell you, Jake Nichols is going to have to, in this chase, be on his toes because that's what he's going to have to deal with all 5 races to go in the chase. But, real quick, while we're watching this extreme battle going on up front here, go ahead, write down a piece of paper. And you only get to pick once, okay? Who do you think will be in the 5th spot at the end of the race? Pick your driver that you think will finish in 5th tonight at the end of the race. So, and we'll pick a winner. And if 2 people pick the same number and win, then we'll have a random drawing at the end after we do the closing interviews of the race.
And now, obviously, everyone's going to be asking the question, why are we not allowing people to pick the winner? And that's because, let's be honest, folks, you're all going to pick Jake Nichols.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, I'm going to tell you, each and every week we sit here, he has made a blueprint on how to run very fast. He is a pro-style driver. You got to give him credit for the stuff that he does. But I'm telling you, just by what we just saw right there, there's drivers here that can drive the wheels off of this just as much as he can. The SRA camp has come here and been very good. And Ryan, do me a favor. As you see them names come across, can you write them down for me?
I don't have a pen.
Well, go get a pen.
If I walk away, ouch! I just hit my arm on my stupid table.
What do you mean if you walk away?
I got it. I found a pen. I found my Walgreens
good. All right,
pen.
awesome.
I got it.
And my statistician, he ain't prepared on me. Well, we got a heck of a race going on here, though, for 2nd spot. Man, I tell you what, Jeffrey there, I don't know who this Jeffrey guy is, but, boy, he has definitely got his teammate, Jonathan Shipman, right there with him. They just went by Delonte Ballard like nothing. And those guys are looking to try to chase down. They are door to door, wheel to wheel, trying to fire around here. So, Ryan's going to get all them names wrote down. And if you have to scroll back, just scroll back. But just write them all down the best you can. We'll keep it. Oh, we got a wreck in the back.
Do we have a caution?
No, we didn't.
Wow. Okay, let me take a look and see who it was for you. The 12 car appears to be off the pace. It may have been Damian
Okay.
Crump.
All right. Now, I've just been informed. Voting will close at lap 70. So get your, number 12. He's spinning again. Lap 70. Get your answer into us. So at lap 70, we're going to close off who is going to finish in 5th place tonight at the end of this race. You got until lap 70, folks. We got my ticker just clicked over to 47 laps to go. So, but you got a few laps here. So let's see what happens. Oh, and you're right. The 12 just got loose and slammed into the side of another car. No caution. It's a good thing about this track is it's so wide.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to keep track of the action as it's going on, and I'm trying to keep track of the chat.
Oh, yeah, you just write those down. I'll keep us update.
Because with such now a limited time span of 5 laps, I now have to work all the faster to make sure I don't miss anybody.
That's all right. You got time. Just go ahead and do it. I'll call what's going on up here, man. Keep us updated what's happening. Right now, we're kind of fanned out, nose to tail, going to the front here and looking very, very, very good. Again, I want to appreciate all the viewers out there. Let's get a good high shot here. You get some good picks out there. I'm going to tell you, I'm seeing them as they go by here, left and right. And obviously people are going to look at the ticker up there and go, who could it be? But, man, I'm going to tell you, it could be anybody. These guys are putting on a tremendous show nonetheless right there. We're looking now. Right now, the man in 5th spot, Delonte Ballard. And he's looking very good. So, could he be the man who ends up here at the end being in that spot? Don't know. We'll have to see. But, like I said, you only get one pick, and you got until lap 70 to get that in. So, Ryan's over there thinking I can hear and smell all
my
the
hand is running at a million miles an hour.
Well, you can scroll back. Take time, man.
I'm trying not to miss any. I'm gonna feel horrible if someone says a number that I don't have written down.
Oh, you're fine. You're good. We're doing good right here. This is good racing going on. I know I haven't asked in a while, but I want everybody to let me know how everything sounds amongst us. That's something I'm always working on, the sound and whatnot. As I scroll back here to the back a little bit, want to give a shot here to all these cars back here. Just looking around, see what we got. Oop, that's not the shot I want. There's a shot I want. Right there we go. Here we go. Want to get a good shot here of the paint jobs while Ryan is dealing with a lot of that right there. Ooh, I tell you what, the 41 machine off the pace, got a lot of damage to the side. He's back there in the 15th spot. And evidently one of my cars is off on my good shot here. That's all right.
All right. Just so everybody knows, right now with the people who have already put in votes, I have Florida's vote. I have Spike, RNPR, Dre Broadcasting, Shifter, Gary Warbolt, Chris Harvey, and I Pioneers vote Michael Knight. I'm writing yours down right now.
All right. And also, folks, we'll go back to it here at the end because, the chat doesn't get lost. And that's kind of cool paint job Damian Crump does there. Toys R Us, Thomas and Friends on the hood. That's a nice looking paint job like that. So,
yeah,
I'm just working through here. All right. Well, Rick's, as everybody can see the poke there, and voting is closed. So we're done with the votes. Voting's done. We're good to go. Might have to get my poke thing back to where I had it before, but it don't show up on the stream. New computer, got everything doing, but I tell you what, right now Jake Nichols is sitting a blistering pace out here. Michael Knight's the last vote. All right,
okay.
Ryan.
All right.
So Michael Knight, you got 97. So anybody, like I say, from there on, which will be Tim down. So you can actually scroll back from that point on, Ryan. That'll kind of give you a reference point right there. So I appreciate
I got
that,
them all
Rick.
already.
Okay, good deal. All right, we got them all. So
And that means that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people have the possibility of winning if that particular driver that they've selected gets in there. So you have a 1 in 9 chance, folks.
I had to set up before, Dave. Remember, new computer. I got to set up all that stuff back again. Yeah, well, my ticker says 39 to go, but it is already lapped at 110, which is right here. So you've already got one in, didn't you, Becky? Becky got one in, didn't she?
She did not get a vote in. She said she was waiting until lap 69.
All right, well, we'll let Becky. Becky, you be the last one. Go ahead and give us a number. Well, we definitely don't want to leave her out.
I basically wanted to write down Becky's answer because I feel like it's obvious, but I'll let her write it.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, let her, yeah. I thought she already had one. That's why I didn't say anything. My bad. Hey, Rick, if you're listening, we're at least going to let, we're definitely going to let, we're going to let old Becky, man, have it. Because Becky actually said something earlier, and we missed it. So go ahead, Becky, hurry up. Timer's running. But I tell you what, the time is running out on these guys here to finish this race for the chase. And let's look. Tommy Amassi right now is currently 16th. Mike Rominger is sitting in 10th. You said he needs to have 8 spots. Not going to get it done right now.
No, he's not. And right now it's looking at 7 spots, I believe, is the figure. And he's got 1, 2. He's at 7 in front of, you know, it's going to be really close between Mike and Tommy right now. It is down to the wire. And Becky Sifford going with a son I didn't think. I can't believe it. So I will write that down for you.
She just said, look, Ryan, that's because Tyler's going to be in the top 3. He ain't going to talk about no number 5th spot.
Good point. And I know my vote doesn't count, and mine's going to seem a bit one-sided, but to make the top 5 tonight, I'm picking the 09 machine. What about you, Joe? A surprise top 5 contender.
Well, Rick just sent a post and said, look, her vote counts as long as she's sending cookies.
Now she's going to spam the chat with cookies. I don't know
I
if that
know.
counts,
It also made it. Man, I'm going to tell you what, though. Look who I just saw pop in the top 5. Who's sitting in 5th. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. Nate Trito's going to be my pick. Don't count. But I'm going to say, wow, where did he come? That man definitely earns a hard charging award. Folks, he was 2 laps down, sitting way back at 24th spot. And now he is 5th place on the lead lap.
Yes, he is. And I saw something in the chat that I think we missed. Delonte Ballard had an accident. Delonte is 1 lap down now in the 17th spot.
Well, they can't change the answer.
I know they can't change your answer. I'm just saying. Somebody wrote that. They said, well, that didn't work. Delonte just spun. And I looked up and I went, no, he didn't. He's
yes, he did.
fine. And then it hit me. He's in 15th, a lap down.
He sure did. He's a lap down now. Look at this. You got the 44 green flag pit stops, lap 34 laps, to go here. And, man, this is heating up, folks. Here is going to be awesome. What's going on? Tim the Trucker's out there tonight, boy, I tell you. Yeah, guys, a good old guy, Tim McBriar. Man, he's a good guy out there. Definitely like saying appreciate it, Tim, for checking it out here. This is awesome.
Yes, he is. And currently the cars we have on pit road are Mike Rominger, the 09 cars down there. Looks like the 44 of Bryant Ward has just finished his service. Jake, I don't know, is that Jake Nichols or is that? No, it's I'm sorry, Nate Trito.
Yep.
Nate Trito, we've got the 23 of Jonathan Shipman pulling off. He's entering the track again. Jeffrey Creek, not Jonathan Shipman, Jake Nichols. And it looks like Delonte Ballard is likely going to be the driver that benefits best from this. With all these guys pitting this early, Delonte should get that lap back and might cycle out as the leader here.
Well, you know what? And that's probably going to help him. So what he really would love to see right now would be a caution. Because that would definitely get him back on the lead lap. Get him back out here. So he's going to cycle around, like you said. He's going to lead. Definitely get some valuable leading points here. And So your horse is in the lead. I hear you. Must be one of Ryan's friends out there, shifter cart.
No, nobody I know.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured it was. I know you hang out with a lot of them boys and whatnot. But hey, we appreciate them anyways. That's fine. Definitely awesome. Tim's out there, man. Hey, looking good. There's old Rick. Rick, there's Tim. And Tim, there's Rick. He points to it. Yeah.
Oh, it's too funny.
That is awesome, man. I tell you what, Delonte Ballard, hey, he looks like he might say, look, heck with 5th place. I just want to win the thing.
Yeah, I mean, we could very well have a driver that nobody picked finish 5th, and I'm gonna beg to ask the question, what do we do in that situation?
What's that?
What happens if one of the names that all the folks at home have selected does not finish in the top 5?
What we'll do then is the nearest driver, or we'll go one step down. How's that? If I'll go ahead and say it, and Rick, if I'm off, if you want to add to it, but if nobody picks the driver that is in 5th, or the driver that they all pick does not finish in 5th, we'll step it down to the nearest one until we find a winner. How's that sound? Sound good?
Oh, it sounds good to me.
All right, sound good to me.
It's not my decision. That's why I asked the question.
That sounds good. Well, I didn't think about that. You are right. I think most of them, though, picked about the top two. Did anybody pick Jeffrey Creek?
No.
Okay, well, or Justin Gable.
I'll put it this way. We have a lot of the same picks. We've got...
Okay.
We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 for Delonte Ballard.
Okay.
3 for John Houston. 2 for Nate Trito. And a couple for Bryant Ward.
Okay. So that leaves out Jonathan Shipman, David Shutt, Justin Gable, Nate Trito.
I said John Shipman.
Oh, you did?
Have
okay. Well, right now he's currently is 5th. So we wouldn't have to worry about it. So that would leave out then David Shutt, Jeffrey Creek, obviously Jake Nichols. Nobody picked Jake?
Nobody picked Jake Nichols. I think that's because a lot of people are going to assume that Jake's going to win.
Man, why y'all want to hurt these guys' feelings out there for like that? I try to pump these guys up every week.
I'm not hurting their feelings.
And man, it's like, look, we sit up here and they talk about, well, he's just going to win. Man, come on now. Hey, don't tell that
he was
guy
just going to go up there and win.
In the 54 machine though that, because right now Jake Nichols, let me show this scenario. I love throwing the drama play out here to you folks. Delonte Ballard's leading. Jake Nichols is in 2nd. 3rd, Jeffrey Creek definitely is on a team that there's no love lost there between Jake Nichols Racing. Then sitting right there, you got the Mr. Nightman himself, David Shutt, who's battling door to door right now, wheeling that Traxxas RC machine around here all night long against, again, Jonathan Shipman and Alliance Motorsports. So Jake Nichols is surrounded by guys who definitely can get the job done and really, really, really want to get up there and can get by him.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be close up there as Delonte Ballard now, as you just said, has fallen back to 2nd, and Jeffrey Creek actually appears to be starting to catch up to that number 54 machine.
Yeah, he is. Well, that's probably just old tires versus new tires, folks. And Delonte Ballard stayed out. That's why Jake just ran him down. Now, what they would love to see right now, probably Delonte would be a caution. That would get him back on the lead lap. The cars are fanned out just a little bit. What's going on, John Marine? How you doing out there, man? This has been an exciting race so far. So we've got Jake Nichols out front. I call him Mr. Superman himself. Delonte Ballard there. I'm gonna tell you, that guy, he comes here to the show, and when he comes, he shows off. So I'm almost getting to a nickname, and I might have it right here, Delonte Ballard, the showstopper, probably, because man, he comes out here and puts a show on each and every week. That's almost a fitting name for him. What do you think, Ryan?
I don't know. I called him the Green Hornet earlier.
He's not a green car.
That was the name that Mrs. Sifford had come up with a few weeks ago, and I liked it. But since you are the nickname master, I will allow you the honor to come up with his nickname.
Yeah, well, here's how I do that. And just to give a little insight to people, I talked about it the other night. These drivers out here, I have been around them for so long, as we see, tremendous racing throughout the field here. I've been around them a lot, and I love talking to them, and I love the excitement. I love here at Extreme Motorsports. It's basically a thing that when I start seeing what a driver does week in and week out, a nickname to me is earned. And it comes from the fact of what they do on the track. For instance, Nate Torito last season. I watched that boy all season long in the Cup Series get up front, tear the wall down, go in the back, come back to the front, tear the wall down again, come back to the front, and then every time I turned around, he was hard charging back to the front. I coined that nickname for him, Hard Charging Nate Torito. Same for old Jake Nichols. Coined the phrase Superman, obviously made history last season. Won the championship, but he also won 10 races. He did it in style with, 8 races in a row also. So, Superman, man of steel, wasn't fazed. Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman. Saw him in 2 races in a row last season run down Jake Nichols and beat the doors off of him. So I said, you know what? There you go. Jonathan Shipman, bam, the Kryptonite. So that's what I look for here when I look at the, when a lot of people hear me talk about these nicknames of the drivers that, probably like, well, man, he just picks a name. I look at their style of racing. And Delonte Ballard, I've been watching for several weeks. Sometimes it might take me a whole season. But he comes in here and steals the show just like the showstopper. So I think that is a fitting Delonte showstopper. Ballard is coming up here trying to steal the show. You said he got in a wreck. He went to the back, Ryan. He came back to the front here. And again, he's up there. He's got his boys around him. He's got the hard charger Nate Torito. He's got his man, the Nightmare David Shutt there. And Justin Gable up there bringing that machine up to the front. Jeffrey Creek there in second. And Jake Nichols out front. We've got a star-studded field. Do you realize, Ryan, when you name off those names out there, that, man, just listen to those names. Those guys come out here week in. They're all regulars. There's a few new guys here and there. All these guys come out here week in and week out and put on a tremendous show. And I also got to give credit for the newcomers who have stepped up this season in here in Extreme Motorsports into the Cup Series. And most notably, one that you very, very, very like because, hey, he's on your team. And that's going to be Aiden Young. Definitely one of the rookies here. Did a tremendous job in the Truck Series. And right now is sitting in 10th spot. And that nice looking Iceman Motorsports machine out there. He's got John Houston right behind him, who is looks like he's coming down pit road for his stop. And Mike Rominger right there, who needs a good finish because Tommy Amassi's sitting right there in 17th. And like you said, if the points ended now, guess what? Mr. Extreme, a 2-time champion, okay? 2-time champion here in Extreme, might not make the chase tonight.
Yeah, and that would definitely be a shock if you did not have, a past champion, the Extreme original himself, Mr. Extreme Mike Rominger, not make this chase. That would be, to Mike, that might be one of the lowest blows of the season that he was unable to make the chase.
Well, right now, currently sitting 9th, and Tommy Amassi's 15th. And by your calculations, Ryan, of what you said, if it ended now, it's over.
Yeah, that's for sure. With Tommy running 14th and Mike only being in 9th, that gives Tommy a 2-point advantage right now. I suppose the biggest thing that could change is where Nick Hunt is running back in 20th spot, with Mike being all the way up in 9th. But even at that, I'd have to look at the point spread here. That is still a 17-point gap, so it's just not going to be enough. The best thing that can happen for Mike Rominger would be for Bryant Ward to have a very serious issue, because Mike needs to leapfrog Bryant by over 15 points still. But if Tommy could race his way in above Bryant, then Mike might just be able to do the same.
Well, I tell you what, right here, Bryant Ward, though, unfortunately, having a heck of a run here, and we're seeing Mike Rominger come down for his green flag stop, as definitely everyone will. And this is going to be the final stop here of tonight, folks. But as we're watching Bryant Ward currently sitting in 6th, as we're getting down to the closing lap, 17 laps to go, and that's why we're talking so much about these guys down here on the bubble. Mike Rominger, Mr. Extreme himself, 2-time champion here in Extreme Motorsports 99.com, and definitely looking very good, but is in bad danger tonight of not making the chase after having a kind of a bounce back season, I would say, from what it was last season. The beginning of last season wasn't the best. He kind of bounced back, though, as he went on, but man, it's definitely something he would love to, I don't know. I hate seeing it on his end, but right now, Jake Nichols, man out front, definitely is 5 seconds ahead of Mr. Popular himself there. Haven't talked much about him tonight, although he has not, well, as I say that, is he coming into pit road?
He may be. I
sure
really
is.
need to take a look right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is. Mr. Popularity is on pit road, as is Jake Nichols. We also have the, the 09 has just hit the pits, and I thought I saw somebody else come in. Oh, the 97 Nate Trio, and the 09 slides through his box, as did the 98 of Tyler Sifford.
Oh, yeah. Not what they want to see nonetheless here, folks. Let's see what we got. I'm watching here on the pit road. Man.
And the 98 looks like
he's
he sped.
The 98 sped?
It looks like it. He's still sitting in his pit box after taking 4 tires. Tyler Sifford may have may have sped coming onto pit road. I'm going to take a look real quick here and try to see.
Well, here's the good side of that, folks. He's pretty much made the chase. He's in it. He's safe, so we're good to go there.
Oh yes, the 98, the number 7 normally, but the 98 of Tyler Sifford was definitely locked in. He was definitely speeding to come into pit road. Tyler Sifford hit the entry to pit road cone where that marker is at 80 miles an hour. The pit speed limit is 55, so the 98 definitely got busted for speeding coming in that time, and that is going to cost him big for a driver that was running in 5th spot at the time.
Well, I tell you what, right now, man sitting in 5th spot. We'll throw the drama with 13 laps to go here, folks. Man sitting in 5th spot's David Shutt, the 41 machine. So, race ended now. Anybody pick him?
David Shutt was not one of the drivers that were in his pit.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, guy up underneath him is Nate Trito. Actually, Nate Trito's now 5th.
Yep, and we have 2 people that selected Nate Trito.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then good deal. Right now, Nate Trito currently sitting in the 5th spot. I will tell you, that is got to be a bounce back. And like I said, name fitting, hard charging Nate Trito, because that's all he's done all race long to get himself back to the 5th spot. And if he does finish in 5th, wow. I mean, you want to talk about a bounce back.
Yeah, Tommy and Massey out here right now leading by almost 8 seconds. I'm going to suggest that the 05 was likely gambling on a
yes,
caution.
Mickey, he's in the chase.
Yes,
Sorry
yes, Tyler is in the chase, and the 05 right now looks like he's coming to pit road. He did everything he could to try to hope for a caution. He is going to make it onto pit road perfectly fine. That is going to hand the lead back to Jake Nichols, who is going to have just around a 2-second lead over Jeffrey Creek with 10 laps to go.
10 laps to go, folks, here tonight, Michigan International Speedway. Jake Nichols definitely taking back on charge right there. Jeffrey Creek, though, 1.9 seconds back there. Definitely might be able to. David Shutt there in 3rd, 5 seconds back. Nate Trito, what happened to Shipman? Shipman just got caught up back there in the green flag pit stops and is back there currently sitting in 12th spot. Matthew Wazenbach, look at him doing very good back there in 11th. And then Aiden Young, I tell you what, he was not happy about his car in practice, and definitely right now looking like he could come out of here in a good finish, as currently right now he's in 10th. And Mike Rominger sitting in 9th. Tommy Massey, oh, now here's where your drama comes up. Tommy Massey sitting in 20th. So as of right now, Mike Rominger would be in the chase.
Yes, Mike Rominger has put himself in position to make the chase for sure right now, especially with Tommy being in the position that he is in back in 20th spot. Mike is going to currently be in if everything stays the same, but with the 05 having fresher tires and with the possibility that we could still obviously see a caution again, it is going to be very, very close.
Yes, it is. Right now, we're going to keep an eye on that as we got 9 laps to go here, folks, as we're watching. And let's just go back here and actually see what Tommy Massey's looking at that 05 machine. As the nearest person he can get to is Bruce Ackerman right there. He's about 6 seconds back, so he's got a lot of time. Well, I tell you, he put himself in a good spot, and it's fault. The problem, he needs a caution, and he needs it like now, because if a caution comes out in the next couple laps, it's over with, folks.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. If you're the 05 car at this point, you are begging somebody to get together somewhere on this racetrack. And let's face it, since really the first quarter of this race, maybe even a little bit less than that, we have not seen too many cautions in the second half of this event. So the 05 really needs a caution right now to be able to come in, take 4 tires, hope some guys choose the 50-50 strategy of, if you're in the back, come in, if you're out front, stay out, and hope that he can get past enough drivers to at least either tie or get past Mike Rominger. But as it stands right now, Mike is going to run in 8th spot. Tommy, being in 19th, is nowhere near where he needs to be able to beat Mike into the chase.
The 99 is off the pace, and I don't know why. Is he trying to stretch this thing on fuel mileage?
The 99 of Bobby Cheney.
Yeah, he came down the front stretch at 180 mile an hour. Is he trying to stretch this thing to the end on fuel mileage to get it here to the end? Because he's definitely wasn't up to speed, and I don't know what happened. He was on that last turn, but not as fast as he could. But Mike Rominger's doing everything he can to make sure he gets into this chase. And when I say that, folks, everything. As right now he puts himself in 7th spot. Now, David Schutt is the man that's in 5th. You said somebody picked him?
David Schutt was not selected, and Devontae Ballard has actually just disconnected from the server. So anybody that picked Ballard as a selection, he is unfortunately not going to be able to finish top 5. And to go back on what you were saying with Bobby Cheney being so slow, he actually was dirt tracking that 99 car off of turn 4 on that particular lap where he was very slow down the front straightaway. So Bobby now finds himself in 8th spot. Bobby Cheney is in the chase, so Bobby is just trying to finish this race out. Definitely knows he can point his way in.
Absolutely. It is good right there, John, out there in the chat. John Marini. He says he is John from Houston, so he thinks they're talking about him. We actually have a John Houston out here in the race at the 88 machine. Well, if nobody picked David Schutt, anybody pick Bryant Ward?
Yeah, yes we did. I thought we had a... Yes, we did.
Yep.
We
okay.
had
Well,
one
he would
selection
actually
for Bryant Ward. He is the closest one right now.
If it ends like it is right now, folks, that would actually be what we're going to do. Is if nobody picks the 5th place, we're going to drop it down to the 6th place finisher. We're just going to drop it down to find somebody. We got it. And as of right now, nobody picked David Schutt, which is sitting in 5th. We got 4 laps to go for Jake Nichols out there. He's stretching that lead over Jeffrey Treek. That's another guy I got to get my hats off to tonight. Coming in here, standby driver, started in last place, and has put that thing in 2nd spot. Wow. Just wow.
Yeah, a great drive by Jeffrey Creek. As Rick mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast, Jeffrey Creek coming back to Extreme after an absence for quite a while, able to come out here, start dead smack last, and to come up here thus far and finish to currently be running second with the possibility of finishing there with only 3 laps to go. Jeffrey has definitely shown tonight that whatever he had when he left Extreme originally, he clearly has not lost.
Well, absolutely. And right there behind him, we see hard charging Nate Trito. Boy, I got to give my hats off to that guy. I mean, he was involved. He hit the wall not once but twice, and was way back there almost, I think, a couple, 1 or at least 2 laps down early on. Fired back. We got 2 laps to go here, folks. Right now, David Shutt still right there. Bryant Ward is closing in a little bit, not much, but just to give everybody an update, if it stays like it is, and actually I'm gonna just throw this up for you. Boom, right there, top 5 as it's running.
There's actually a battle for 5th.
Oh well, heck, let's go back to it right here.
They are door to door as they go down the back straightaway, coming to the white flag. Bryant is battling for the man that picked him to finish top 5. I'm not going to reveal who that is just yet.
Oh, yeah, don't reveal it yet to the end of the race here. But you're right. As of right now, Bryant Ward passes the Nightmare right there, who was out there in the RC traction machine. As we come to the white flag, folks, one more time around this super speedway. I'm going to call it because it is a huge track nonetheless, about as big as the big super speedways here. Jake Nichols out front here. We got a good battle going on back there for the 5th and 6th spot here. But Jake Nichols, man, bringing it right here, coming across the line, boom. The night's winner here is actually going to be that man as he's coming around for the final time, folks. Wow, that's awesome. So, as we're seeing, Bryant Ward come across the start-finish line. That's the man who brings it home in 5th. But congratulations goes out again to our top 3 here. Winner tonight at Michigan International Speedway, and the number 73 there. But my hat's got to be off to the man in 2nd, Jeffrey Creek, and Nate Trito for bringing it home in 3rd place tonight. Awesome finish. And also, Tommy Amassi finished 18th spot. Mike Rominger finished 7th. Mike will make the chase, folks. Mr. Extreme put himself in there. Now, Ryan, go ahead and who got the top 5 right there for us. Bryant Ward was in 5th.
Yep, Bryant Ward, after finishing 5th. The winner, I wasn't able to write down their full name, but Florida. Bryant Ward was their selection. The username of Florida was the name that I had seen. Bryant Ward is the winner for that. So if Florida, if you would like to make yourself known in the chat, my chat actually won't scroll back far enough for me to find their full name.
Let me see if I can here. I can go all the way back. You said it was Florida. As we're watching here, man.
Florida. I believe it's like C1 Florida or something like that.
I'll tell you what, Jake Nichols took off like Superman and went flying.
Did he?
Watch it. Somebody hit him and he took off and shot through the moon, passed him and went to the sun.
In the chat. Jake Nichols writes medic in the chat.
Wow.
That's too funny.
I'm trying to scroll back here, folks. Oh, C21 Florida.
Yep.
That's who it is. And actually,
yep.
That's Brent Cool. That's Brent.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
That's Brent Cool. That's who that is. Brent, you still here with us? As we're seeing right there, a tore-up machine. So, with that note, let's start bringing some guys up here. Nate Trito.
All right.
Yep. Florida. He's starting to sit down and bring up in the staging lab there, man. Nate Trito, okay. Jeffrey Creek, and old Jake Nichols himself.
All right, we'll put them in the stage
Florida,
room for now.
You won. Bryant Ward finished in 5th. So, here's what I need for you to do. Brent, since I know you're probably in the team speak, or, well, you know how to get into the team speak here.
Uh-huh.
Brent, if you can, either get with me or Ryan, and we'll get your address up here, or you can get where Rick won. Doesn't really matter. They one of them and whatnot. So, all right. Well, we got Rick up here in us with us too. Let's bring Rick up right fast. See what we need here.
Okay.
Hey, Rick. This is Joe White on the booth. How you doing?
Hey, guys! Tell you what, excellent race that we saw here today. I tell you, man, I don't know if you guys, I was on the edge of my seat. Don't know if you guys were, but I tell you, I was on the edge of my seat.
It was an awesome race. These guys battled all the way to the end there. A lot of drama, especially drama for the chase there to watch Mike Rominger, Mr. Extreme Original, and Mr. Extreme himself getting in. He made the chase, doing what he had to do.
Well, that's great news. I heard a little bit on the broadcast the possibility of him not being able to make the chase. And then we had a few things to happen out there on the track. And, you know, all of a sudden it was like somebody waved a magic wand. And then all of a sudden, boom, he moved himself and raced himself into the chase. And, you know, it's still a close points battle. You got to remember that when these guys get incident points, they get deducted for so many incidents that they get. So we will have Jason Van Cleek letting us know what the numbers are. So nothing is official yet, but I tell you what, next week when we come back to our Thursday night racing here with the Cup Series, you guys will definitely know who is going to be in the chase for next week. That's for sure.
Well, absolutely. Not just us, but all the viewers out here is going to know it. Drivers are going to know it. Everybody else that wants to come out and definitely watch all this action here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com is going to know it, because this was it. Congratulations, hats off to Jake Nichols tonight. Done what he had to do. But that Jeffrey Creek guy, wow, came out of nowhere and finished here second place tonight.
Absolutely, and I told you that 42 was the man that you needed to watch tonight. I know he was a little rusty. Jeffrey Creek is one of our military guys. He's been tied up doing some military things and so forth, but he's back in position where he can do some more racing. Look forward to seeing him battling it out with some of those guys up there toward the front. He's definitely a tough, a top runner, so definitely eyes on him. Now, this season, I'm sure he's going to be racing with us throughout the rest of this season, and he'll be racing for wins from this point on. But next season, I look to see him definitely trying to work himself back into the chase.
Well, you're right there. Well, I tell you what. Well, we got a winner here tonight. Actually, Brent Cool, C21 Florida out there, got the man who finished in 5th place tonight. He picked Bryant Ward. So he gets that win tonight. And I told him to get up with us here after the race and after the broadcast, to get up with us to get that sent out to him.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations to Brent Cool out there for putting Bryant Ward up there in 5th place. So we'll definitely let Bryant Ward know that he did win a prize for a viewer out there tonight. Not only a viewer, but Brent Cool races in our league as well, but not in the Cup Series. So congratulations to Brent out there.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you, Rick, got anything else? Because I'm going to let Ryan shoot off down there to grab a hold of Nate Trito, because I'm going to tell you what. I coined the phrase hard charger last season for a reason. When we looked at him early on, wow, that guy, he hit the wall once, but twice, was way back in the back, a couple laps down. Next thing I know, he's in 5th spot. So, wow, I'm going to let Ryan get down there to him and his crew and get a hold of Nate right now.
Yep, and I just moved Nate up here, and I tell you, good racing out there from Nate. Tell you, he's learned a lot from Jake Mickles, and I tell you, we have to look at Jake Mickles as the teacher teaching the student, but I tell you what, he taught him very well, because the student is about to take the teacher to school.
Absolutely. Ryan, floor's yours.
All right, Nate Trito, we got you up here with us in the OSR Network booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, it's in 4.
Man, you had a very, very great race tonight, bringing it home in 3rd. I know you were trying to maybe look for a little bit more, maybe wanted to get that win, but battling back after having that spin early on, how does it feel to bring the car home in 3rd spot in the regular season finale?
It feels really good. The first incident hitting the wall, the plug came unplugged from my pedals and my wheel, so the clutch pedal was halfway engaged. So whenever I went full throttle, the clutch slipped. So figured that out. Came down pit road, was 2 laps down, just trying to get a little bit too much, and when I spun out on cold tires, just lost it in 4 there, but was consistently just making up ground, and pit stops definitely helped me out, and great strategy calls and stuff like that. But it feels good to bring the Solar Flare Ford Fusion home in third.
All right. Well, we've known for a few weeks that you were basically locked into the chase no matter what. How does it feel not only to be locked in the chase, but do you think you have what it takes to bring it to your teammate and the last year's champion, Jake Nichols, and take that championship away from him?
Yeah, we'll definitely see. It's a lot of tracks that he's very good at. Auto Club, Homestead is, those are 2 of his best tracks, and Talladega is the real wild card. But Jake's always really good. We're gonna have to step it up even another level to try and match him.
All right. Well, we definitely appreciate you taking the time to come up here and talk to us. Is there anybody else out there you want to thank before we let you get back down there and celebrate with the rest of the Solar Flare Racing team?
Everybody on the team: Jake, Nick, Ellis Sifford, Dwayne Culberson, Ethan Kurtz for hanging out with us tonight, and all them guys.
All right. Well, thank you again, Nate, for coming up with us. Congratulations on making the chase, and we look forward to what you're going to bring to the table over the next 5 weeks.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem at all. Thank you, sir.
Well, Ryan, I tell you what, as I'm let you head down there, grab a hold of Jeffrey Creek here as he pulls it off from dead last to second place here tonight, trying to actually pull off a victory. Now, I know that guy's got to be ecstatic. Coming back, first race back in a long, long time, but definitely showed why he is a true competitor here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com.
All right. Well, I'll go down there, and I'm headed down there right now to go talk to him. Jeffrey Creek, this is Ryan Daniels up in the OSR Network booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
A heck of a run tonight, man. You returned to ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Racing here this evening. Started dead last, was able to rebound to a second place finish. Do you think you had anything for Jake Nichols this evening?
I think I gave him a good run, but I don't have the cars down just yet. There's been a couple builds since the last time I raced, so I'm not that up to par with the tire models, and I'm still trying to get all my settings right, so definitely not tonight.
Well, you definitely look very strong up there tonight in your number 42 Toyota. Tell us a little bit of the how difficult it was getting used to the car after, as you just mentioned, coming back after a number of builds since the last time you raced.
It's kind of rough, especially because I didn't get any practice either. I was having a little bit of issues getting logged in and stuff, but not getting a lot of practice, and I was kind of unsure how hard I could push it at the start of a run. I seemed to get it loose, but everybody else was just hauling tail, and I couldn't do that. So other than that, it wasn't too bad. That and the tire model just feels completely different than it did a year ago. So, but other than that, it wasn't too bad.
All right. Well, we definitely appreciate you coming up here and talking to us. Is there anybody else out there you want to thank before we let you get down there and have a chat with the rest of your crew?
Just Rick Donathan, like always, for putting on a pretty good league. He's real attentive to the league, so he's always keeping the website and all that stuff up to date. So it actually makes the experience really, really good. So it's definitely a good league for anybody out there that doesn't have a home. So.
All right, Jeffrey. Well, thank you for taking this time to talk with us. Congratulations on the second place finish and your return to ExtremeMotorsports99.com's Cup Series. And we look forward to seeing you again real soon. And hopefully we'll see you next week at Talladega.
All right, guys. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you.
Well, I tell you what, definitely sounds like a tired young man right there, as he had to do some wheeling and bringing that machine up here, Jeffrey Creek, and a fine job to bring it here in second place. Ryan, I'm not going to run, I'm going to walk, or I'm actually going to give him a little golf cart, ride on down here to Victory Lane where the confetti's flying, and as I always like to go by the concession stand because I want my hot dog while I'm out here celebrating with these guys. Jake Nichols down here, and we're going to see here, so I'm going to head off down here and see what these guys got going on. Jake Nichols, Joe White up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, Jake, I tell you, man, there was a couple times there. I know you looked very good. You put it on pole, and obviously led 67 laps here of 110 tonight. I mean, there was a couple times out there that you had SRA guys, and I got to bring this up. This is the last race before the chase. First and foremost, congratulations on the win here tonight at Michigan International Speedway. But I got to bring this up because, man, the SRA bunch, along with Alliance Motorsports, those guys, when they unpacked those machines at the beginning of the season here, they didn't come here to play. They said, we're here for one thing and one thing only, and that's to shut down Jake Nichols Racing. And they have done a pretty good job of being right there on your back deck lid all season long. Now, going into this chase, how do you feel, and how did that car feel tonight on your victory?
Well, I feel really good going into the chase. Tonight was just trying to get all I could and just prove all I can before the chase begins and get all the momentum I can. The car was amazing tonight. It was a little tight. I'm not a huge fan of tight setups, but it still handled amazing throughout most of the run, especially out front. A couple of those times when we were behind people, it was a little iffy, but we've always found our way towards the in the lead. The competition is going to be crazy no matter what, especially starting out at Dega. I'm pretty sure Talladega in the chase. That's just going to be the who knows what's going to happen race. We could have a chaser win. We could have a guy that is in his first start win. Who knows? There's so many unknowns there that going into that race, it's just survive and get all the points you can. And for the rest of the season, the last 4 races, that's just go hard. There's some good competition out there, but I think as long as we just put together these solid races like we keep doing, we're not going to be stopped this season. But there's certainly a lot of competition this season.
Well, I'll tell you what, with that note here, you know, we have said you made the Pro Driving Series here this season, and iRacing, congratulations on that. But going into this chase here, you're going to be the top man up there. All the points resets. Anybody's ball game as we head off in, like you said, Talladega is an unknown track. As it could be anybody's race at that point, as we saw last season what it did. As man, the final laps there out of nowhere. The number 91 stealed the show on that one. But we go into this chase here, like you said, this year, last year you coined the phrase the Superman. I said it because of one reason. 8 wins in a row. You had 10 total. I mean, a pure dominance. This season, sure, you came out again, won a lot, showed that dominance. You haven't dropped off like yet, but yet I think the competition is catching up. Like I say, you got those SRA guys back there lurking in the wind. You definitely got the Alliance boys back there. You got to look in your rearview mirror and say, look, these guys can take that championship away from me going in here. But I'm looking forward to it. I know Ryan's looking forward to it. The viewers out there definitely are looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting heading into next week and beyond. But again, congratulations for another dominating finish. I'm going to say dominating because he was out there. He led 67 of the night, but it was awesome. So, that note, got anybody out there you want to thank?
Everyone at Solar Flare Racing, almost said Motorsports there. You guys for putting the broadcast on. Got you guys on the quarter panel. Might sneak you guys onto the car in the chase here. A little bit bigger logos. It'd be pretty cool. Everyone at Extreme Motorsports 99 for putting these races on. They're always a blast. Can't wait for the chase. I don't know if you guys saw it, but during the celebration, something went unplanned, hit a glitch, and flew through the air. I think my car thought I think the car knows that I'm Superman, and nicknamed Superman here. Might have to bring the cape and the Superman paint scheme back out. Maybe a different version of it though this time. I would love to run that again. That was pretty cool. Maybe that same scheme, maybe something new. Who knows? Going to the chase, Talladega starting out. Thanks to all the viewers that watch. Hope we put on some great shows for you guys. Thanks for watching. Couldn't do it without the fans, of course. So hope you guys are tuned in next week for a thriller. Can't speak tonight. A thriller at Talladega. See you guys next week.
All right, well, Jake, man, I tell you what, again, my hat's off, and let's get back to your crew there, because those guys are ecstatic, and they're excited. They know the chase is about to start. They need to get you an awesome super bullet put up underneath the Superman machine, as you said. So, in other words, like I just said here, congratulations again. Jake Nichols winners tonight here. Ryan, as we head off here next week, it's going to be extremely exciting as the chase has started, and I tell you, man, we got them chatting up a cool breeze out there. All the viewers loved it. Ryan's got any final words? Oh, well, I tell you what, before we do that, we need to run down the grid in order here right fast. So let's get the results here tonight. Jake Superman Nichols pulls it off here, and Jeffrey Creek out of nowhere right there. First time back here in a while in Extreme Motorsports 99, pulling it off here, finishing in second. Hard charging Nate Trito in third. And look at that, Justin Gable coming up there in fourth. A good bounce back for that young man there. And Bryant No Fear Ward, wow, what a finish for him to solidify him for the chase going into next week in fifth. David Nightmare Shut right there in sixth. And Mike Rominger doing everything he had to do to get into this chase. Not 100%, still a little bit unofficial. Could be some penalties and stuff there. But like we're saying, pretty much can say he probably's in it. But he started finishing the seventh. Look at Aiden Young. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to say he's got to be the Rookie of the Year so far for the season. Right there, finishing in eighth spot. Bobby Cheney, you call him Mr. Consistency, and that's what we call him, Mr. Consistency. Bobby Cheney, that 99, along with Jonathan Kryptonite Shipment, rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, in 11th spot, we had John Houston bringing that 88 machine home there. The 27 of Mike Muller brought it home in 12th spot. Matt Walzenbach, after starting 23rd tonight, was able to bring his Ford home in the 13th position. Tyler Sifford, after that pit road speeding penalty, was able to rebound to 14th. Bruce Ackerman brought it home in 15th. Richie Evans and his number 3 machine came home 16th tonight. Nick Hunt brought it home 17th. That was the last car on the lead lap. Tommy and Massey, disappointment, really wanted to make the chase, was unable to do it with his finishing result of 18th position tonight. Christopher Parkman is going to bring it home 19th, and Trevor Rapolo, after his accident, is going to finish 2 laps down in the 20th spot.
And 21st right there, Damian Krupp. And then Delonte Ballard, man, just had everything going right until the final closing laps there. But we call him the showstopper now, folks. Delonte Showstopper Ballard. He comes in here and puts on a show every time he gets behind the wheel of that machine, and we've seen it. But coming out in 22nd tonight, so we're 23rd, Alan Westman. 24th, Tyler Ducharme. Just got caught up in some bad luck here tonight, but looked very good early on. And then Jason Van Cleek rounds out the top 25. Well, Ryan, I tell you, man, what a thriller here it is as we head to Talladega, the Super Speedway. We had some fast speeds tonight. We got fast speeds next week, but it's going to be wheel to wheel, door to door the entire time next week as we go to the High Bank Super Speedway at Talladega.
Yes, it is, and I did want to do this. I'm very happy to announce that Jason Van Cleek, the gentleman that we spoke to at the beginning of this race, he unfortunately finished last this evening, but when he pulled his car off the track, he was able to keep track of all the points, and we do have the updated chase points for this week. For heading into next week for all the drivers that will be in the chase, and that list reads as follows. Jake Nichols will be first heading into the chase, followed by David Shutt, Delonte Ballard, and Trevor Rapolo will be the top 4 with at least 1 win each. Nate Trito, Tyler Sifford, Bobby Cheney, Jonathan Shipman, Bryant Ward, Michael Muller, Nick Hunt are the other. Nick Hunt brings up the 11th driver in. Now, this was so close. It puts my chase disappointment to shame. Mike Rominger is going to be the 12th driver to make the chase, the final spot, by 1 point over Justin Gable, who leapfrogged Tommy and Massey. The difference between 12th to 14th was 3 points.
Wow. And I tell you, that's what it's all about. Now it has set, folks. The stage, like we say, is set. And yeah, we're rooting for you out there, Matthew. You did extremely well tonight. Hats off to you. And he has an afford too. Got to give you credit. But the stage is set now, Ryan. We head in to the unknown territory of draft-style racing at Talladega, folks. 12 drivers for the next 5 weeks straight at ExtremeMotorsports99.com here live on OSR Network will battle it out to become champion here in the Cup Series. Folks, if you don't think, man, it was exciting before, better believe it's about to get electric here coming in the coming week. And on that note, I got to say, everyone, have a good night. This is Joe White in the booth with Ryan W. Daniels. We'll see you next week here at the OSR Network. Check us out online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and also check out the website at onlinesimracingnetwork.com. For everybody, have a good night.